Hello everyone, and welcome to the Ghost in the Machine, a D&D live play about memory, identity, magic, and politics. Woo! Yay! Awesome.
Woo!
Good.
Yeah.
Good work, team.
Yeah, we're
Yay,
here.
good team.
Now that we're paying attention to you.
We're here. Matt, please don't.
We are back.
I got lost in your eyes.
No.
That's my excuse.
We are back with episode 62 of our homebrew Mage Punk Steampunkish campaign. We are joined by our lovely cast here.
Hello.
Minus Alexis, who was disintegrated
Correct.
by the Kraken Ancient White Dragon.
Kraken tracks.
Kraken tracks.
Mixed with the soul of an ancient gold dragon.
Correct.
Correct.
They're on their way to consume the essence of a Vorgesh.
It's already done.
If you have no idea what we're talking about, you need to catch up.
Yeah, just start. You can start from episode 50 and get most of it.
Yep.
You're on podcast.
Yeah.
From the other room.
4 of them are on podcast.
Before we get started, I wanted to say thank you to everyone who's already here. It's awesome to see people in the chat and everyone who is been supporting us to this point. Make sure you're following the stream, and if you can, subscribe. Yeah.
62 episodes.
What else?
That's almost 63.
Yeah.
That's
Episodes galore.
that's more than 5 and less than 100.
Not only do we have 62 episodes of this show, we have like 20 some odd episodes of our Friday night show and 20 some odd episodes of our Tuesday night show.
Yeah.
Just D&D coming at you.
Constant.
An unrelenting torrent of D&D.
Correct. We've got everything. We've got homebrew. We've got Friday. We've got module set, but in the Savage Frontier, and then on Tuesday we have module, but it's slutty.
It's
Yeah.
real slutty.
It's real slutty.
I mean, everyone's horny, and
Yeah.
it's just a thing.
It's coming back this month, so be sure to keep a lookout for our Dragon Heist campaign.
So, is it like Monster Hearts joins D&D?
It is. It's
Okay.
Monster Hearts, except for when we play Monster Hearts, we actually fight more, which is weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got them switched around.
Right.
The creator of Monster Hearts joined our stream once and said, "Why do you have Dwarven Forge for this game?" Not really.
That's funny.
So, where the points are made up and the battles don't matter. I don't know.
Correct.
Points don't matter.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Alexis, actually, I much prefer this. Maybe we could just have like you just shouting from the other room.
Yes,
every
I'm
stream.
sure the mic's
The
picking
audio
it up.
is absolutely
Right.
picking it up.
We're gonna mic her.
Obviously.
We're gonna put a lapel mic. Look at my void queen. Hello.
Tell me again how you wish I was in the other room.
Go in the other
We
room.
wish you were in the
You'll
Wow.
suffer later.
My void queen.
Shall we go around and introduce ourselves, etc.,
no,
etc.?
not it.
You'll
Okay.
suffer later.
Let's go.
I'll go.
Go.
I'm ready. Hello, friends. My name is Chase. You can find me on the Twitterverse at Chase314S. I'm also over on Instagram where I post dank memes every day. I'm playing Justice, the Warforged monk assassin. Uses they, them pronouns. Couple things I want to remind you of. If you look at the links down below, we are an affiliate of Dice Envy. So if you need to pick up any new dice, they're actually doing a competition this month in February where the affiliate that pushes the most traffic their way gets a little bit of something extra. So if you want to help support the channel and you need to buy some new dice, just follow the link down below. And yeah, also we sell merch through So Nerdware. There's another link down below. Use the code DICEENVY for, I think it's 10% off your purchase, and all those things help us out. If you're going to buy merch or dice, why not help us out anyway? So yeah, that's what I have to say.
That's right.
Our merch is pretty great.
That's pretty awesome.
Lit.
Pretty great.
All designed in-house by
Me.
her.
His
that-
name.
Was that an attempt to segue to me to introduce myself?
No, I just pointed at you.
Oh,
Sure,
great.
why not though? That is a good segue.
Go for it.
Hi, I'm Alexis.
And we've
I'm at
ruined
Fox
it.
Bonato on the Twitters and such, and I make all of our art. Pretty
She
much 99% of our art. We have a couple new designs coming to our merch store soon. One of them inspired by this show by something that Matthew said just as a throwaway. The Thankfully I'm a Grand Hag shirt is coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, just check out the Twitters. As Matthew said, we have Dragon Heisters is coming back soon, but this coming Tuesday we have another episode of Masks. It'll be a fun little superhero one-shot kind of romp, and it'll have the Dragon Heisters crew with our lovely GM Ty.
Nice.
So it should be fun. Everything else is on my Twitter. Check it out.
Alright. Rob at Pyromancer804 on Twitter. Tonight I am playing Sevelius, Elven Blade Singer, Wizard.
Wizard? Oh, okay.
I said it right.
Yeah.
Wizard?
Blade Singer, Elven.
Hardly.
A whoopser?
Whoopser. There's podcasts out there for this show. Check it out. New ones for this second season will be coming out soon. I almost have it done.
I'm excited.
So close. Just have to fix the audio slightly so I don't kill headphone users.
You know,
I mean,
sometimes that's important.
They have it coming.
are you accounting?
It's what they deserve.
Get fucked.
It's no better than what they deserve.
Oh no.
Soon we're going to be doing the air horn hour.
Every time someone follows, we're air horning straight into the mic.
I know what you've asked for is for me to do ASMR, but instead...
We're not doing that. Please
air,
follow.
air horn SMR.
ASMR air horn.
Oh, no.
Oh boy, howdy.
That's not a thing we're doing, but, maybe we will.
Oh boy, howdy.
That is all I got.
My name is Liz. I am playing Selina tonight. You can find me at No One You Know backwards. It is spelled out for you here.
Because she's no one you know!
That's right.
Who?
Who?
And both of us use she, her pronouns. Selina is a human druid. It can also turn into a wormling, so that's fun. Keep track of our friends over at Animal Helper. I know they have animals to adopt out. They adopt out across the country. They also take in animals that are disabled or need extra care, and they always need help with that. Wow, this chat, folks.
Chat's getting spicy. Keep going, Liz.
Wow.
They're puppers and kitty cats and pigs, and they've taken in a lot. So go help them. If you can't donate, then re-share their stuff on Facebook. Let other people donate and use their money. I'm just, oof. That's all I've got, because I think we're all about to lose it.
We're in rare form tonight, folks.
What do you mean tonight? This is our every night.
Let me go get my morph suit. This will bring the game up a notch.
We believe.
Wow.
By the
The
way,
Justice morph suit.
Yeah.
The gray one, paint like a Warforged face on it.
I will.
Wow.
Which you can still cry through.
I realized I didn't mention. I'm playing Gilly tonight, and we both use her pronouns. The end.
Wow, nailed it.
I
Good
did.
story.
We're going to throw it to the video to spare you all from this.
Yes,
and then
please
we'll
do.
be back with the recap.
Yay!
I live under a rock.
yeah, it was on stream.
Stay there. I have 2 words for you. Face off.
Oh no. No.
You'll get it.
No, thank
It's
you.
the height of 90s cinema.
Technically, I think there's a slash between them.
So last week,
When we last left the Prism,
The slash is
they had just returned to the material plane after some dimensional hopscotch from the void to the material plane, the void to the land of cold unending, etc., and reunited Morgan the Archfey with her cursed folks. And after presiding over that ceremony, they teleported back into the material plane for one last time and made their way from the city of Bridgeton to Mercinia, where they reunited with the Friends of the Fallen and entered into the ancient aqueducts. And then what happened?
Well, we were strolling around these dang scary sewers, just minding our own business when we met some old friends that ended up being an ooze.
An elder ooze.
Mm-hmm.
Those are old blacks.
And then I got crit on 3 times by a giant cockroach monstrosity.
yeah, it was
And
terrible.
died.
It was.
You
was
didn't die. You were unconscious.
Unconscious.
You know,
I
all
went
that
down
all that has
very
told me
quickly.
My
is
spell
that
slot's
the
no
Blade
different.
Singer wizard is superior to barbarians or whatever, or the cleric and durability when it comes to cockroach monsters killing you.
Anyway.
It
Yeah.
only hit me. It
God,
only-
had you been killed by Sibelius, that would have been a second character of yours in our D&D games that died by a cockroach.
Correct.
Yeah.
So close.
If I had had my
It's not
blade
really-
song up,
If
it would have been fine.
if
You got 3 nat
No.
20, what?
if
You sure
I
would not
would
have
like
been.
to feel better about myself. That was the case.
you shouldn't.
Yeah, no.
Don't worry, the true shame is coming.
Okay, so we got past the cockroach monster, and the ooze ran away from us.
Yeah.
And we
Rightfully so.
went
It's still there
to...
somewhere.
Yes, it
We'll
absolutely
figure,
is.
find it again in 7 episodes.
It'll come back to get us. It always does.
Just like that mind flayer did.
So we went to the treasure room, right? And we fought our way past some punchy boys. There was a dragon,
Like a half dragon, half
half
fiend.
Yep.
Yep. And a couple clerics. And some knights. And we punched our way through them.
Really well.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Then we got into...
They tried to
the-
run. We didn't let them run.
Yeah. The whole we're not killing them. Displacer Biscata, like just running them through in the darkness. Pretty hot. And then we fought the jailer.
It was an ice devil.
Yeah.
It sure was. And we were thwarted time and time again by mere fog.
A fog cloud, level 1 fog cloud, OP.
Mere fog did us in. It was real bad. None of us could use most of any of our abilities or spells because they relied on sight.
And I took
that ice wall was a bit rough.
I took quadruple the damage that I should have because I forgot to drink my ice resist potion, and then I forgot that I have evasion.
That's right. It's almost as if we went out and prepared for this and then nobody took their potions that they
Hey,
bought to prepare.
Yeah,
Subsequently
a
forgot.
lot of cup licking.
I was tongue deep in that cup.
You were.
You really were.
Yeah.
Just all around the rim on that.
Yeah.
It
You
was
were
not
rimming that
good.
cup.
Yeah, I was going for the bottom of it, you know.
Yeah.
I just-
You were like,
So we get past that and we dispel the fog, and then
He fogged again.
and then I don't understand instructions, so we had fog for an extra round. Sorry, guys.
It's all your fault. I'm
And
blaming you.
then I grappled a centipede monster,
the ice dragon, the
Yeah,
ice,
the ice devil.
deep devil.
the ice devil that looked kind of like a fat centipede.
Yeah, they are insect-like.
Okay, yeah. And so I turned into a dragon, I grappled it, and then took it away from the diamonds so that everyone else could heist them. And then we ran away.
Yep. Teleporting up to the Grand Duchess' balcony, who unceremoniously or ceremoniously said, "Are we staying and fighting, or are we fleeing?" And we pick back up in the wake, like mere seconds after your crime, having just teleported in on the balcony of the Grand Duchess of Eastwing, Cassandra Moira herself, the once great enemy turned ally, as you are also wont to do.
I'm still a dragon at the
Yes!
Oh, that's right.
Got it! Got it! Yes!
Yeah.
What are you doing above the table? Get down.
Excuse you.
Wow.
Alright.
Skipping
Two
right,
strikes.
skipping right past it.
2 strikes already. There we go.
Skipping right past it.
I'm only gonna make eye contact with the puppet, by the
Correct,
way.
yeah.
So
So I keep forgetting I have these, and so that's why I've got a cat one too for Crack Cat.
Prism, what do you wish to do?
Yell at everyone into chronic.
should we be getting going then?
Yeah, we can either jump out again or take her with us, or we can hide or something.
Well, I mean, we needed to. That's why we came here to take her with us.
Correct.
Cinder, are you coming with us?
I'm sorry?
Are you coming with us?
Where are we going?
Away.
Oh.
So, I think it makes sense if we vaguely break these doors so it looks like we stole you, and then we can get Berty later.
She looks at you. Oh, Selina.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
So if
You want to pretend like you kidnapped me?
yeah, and then we can lure Berty out later, and we can take care of him because I'm tired.
Yeah, the jailer gave us a bit of a stronger fight than we were expecting.
But if word gets out that the Prism kidnapped me, all of the armies of East Wing will be behind Berty.
Ooh, that's true.
And then, what will we do for our war effort?
She does make a good point.
All right.
What would you
well,
recommend?
Yeah.
I could try to hide you here so you could rest for the night.
Do you have a good place to hide us, or a way to
Can't-
keep everyone out?
Can't they use things like locate creature?
I'm assuming you have magic against that. You're powerful warriors.
What about the hut?
I don't know. Does it work against that?
Does the hut work against scrying?
I'm
Well,
not a
it works
spellcaster.
against some things, but it doesn't work against everything. Yeah, I mean, sometimes people just walk through it. We've seen that happen.
Well, it would seem that they would need to find the hut.
She says, you can hide in my bathroom.
In your bathroom.
Yes. It's warded against divination magic.
That makes sense.
That
Well,
is a
that's
good
great.
idea. And then perhaps... So the plan would be that we would hide in your bathroom until the coast is clear.
I don't think the coast is going to be clear anytime soon, but I don't want to leave my city. If you are already successful in what you've done, to me this seems like an opportunity to deal with Berty, and deal with Berty, and cement things here.
We think we're staying.
Yeah, I think that's probably our
Let's
best
start
option.
moving.
Right.
And, she opens up the doors to her interior chamber in the balcony. She's like, you might want to get in here.
Okay, so I'm gonna shrink back down to human skin. Need to remember those are down there. Reminds me I'm in.
You do this a lot anyway, so it's not that big a change.
Perfect. She ushers you into her bedroom and closes the balcony door. She's like, step through here before anyone gets in here.
I will follow her lead.
Then-
Looking around for any obvious signs of duplicity.
Okay. Roll. When you say duplicity and you say signs of duplicity, are you looking for character or objects? Are you looking at her or the room?
The room.
Perception.
8.
8. That all seems well. It's a beautiful, stately room befitting the Grand Duchess of Eastwing.
I will then proceed to where she pointed us to go.
Okay.
Unconcerned, thinking that she's...
If you're worried about things like that, you could use, scan for magic.
Oh, that's right. And she also has a much higher bonus than I do for perception checks. But it's too late for that now.
There is this sound behind you all as there's like this kind of shimmy and shuddering of the doors to her balcony as they close. And Glitch appears through a dimension door. Oh. Ha.
Hi!
Yes, I could see you come up on the balcony. Hi. Yes. Were you successful?
Yeah.
Okay. What are we doing?
I guess we're staying in her bathroom.
It is warded against divination.
Oh, good. And he follows you all in there. You pass through a pair of like French glass doors, double doors, and they open into about 1,500 square feet of a beautiful stone bathroom with white, turquoise, and pastel pink coloring. Beautiful drapery, stone floors, carpets that get changed regularly, like little rugs that get changed regularly. Several showering kind of stations and vanities and things like that.
So it's bigger than the first level of the house we're in?
Correct. It's massive.
Oh, we could play baseball in here.
Yeah. She shuts the doors behind her. Well, make yourselves comfortable. I would recommend staying out of sight because they'll probably want to check in here physically.
Indeed. I'm going to look. Is there like a tub that's particularly large?
Yeah, there's a gorgeous clawfoot tub kind of centered somewhere in the room.
How big is it?
Oh, it's big enough for 2 people.
Dang.
Plus
Amply.
me.
Amply, yeah.
Because I'm little.
Yep.
I'm going to look to the group. We need to find a place to hide ourselves. Because Ulrich's with us too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's six people that need to hide in this stately bathroom.
Yep.
Hold please.
I have illusion magic, but it is not
We
that
have-
difficult to see through.
We have to assume that they're going to be able to see through any illusions.
I was hoping that perhaps we could utilize the hut in some way, but I'm not sure if that is possible.
Cassandra, Glitch, Albrecht, any ideas?
Asking the DM character.
Any ideas for what?
Where we could hide?
Auric says
Or how we could hide?
in the showers perhaps and cast some kind of camouflage spell.
Indeed, perhaps if we run the showers, she could tell them that she was preparing for one. That way the fog is going, or the smoke is going. And it would help abscond or obscure any magics.
I have hallucinatory terrain that lasts for 24 hours.
Yeah, you do.
That's really hot.
Yeah.
Did you bring it?
I do.
Nice.
Hey.
do.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Perfect.
So would that be, do we think that would be strong enough to hide us in this room? So stick as many people in the tub as possible, stick you in the hut, and then overlay that, your hut's defenses, with hallucinatory terrain. If it takes them less than an hour, or it takes them more than an hour to find us here and come looking, I can wild shape and turn into something small that they might not notice.
I
And
mean-
then that means we only have a couple extra people to hide.
I can cast Greater Invisibility. I have a couple salts left that I can do that for, I think, at least 2 people.
Lasts a minute, but yeah, could be long enough
I've
for.
got regular.
It's 10 rounds. It could be long for enough for
Correct.
an investigation.
Yeah, so
I've got
somebody-
regular invisibility.
That's an hour, I think.
That's
It is.
great.
Also, hi Krifu, hi, and hello Frost and Emma. Thank you all so much. Those of you who joined, it's
How
awesome.
many can I invisible?
Your highest, so it'd be
4, 5, 6 people total?
second, third, fourth, fifth. You have a 6th level slot.
I
It'd
do.
be 5.
It's concentration, though.
It's X minus 1.
Yeah.
So you could do that and then wild shape.
Or I could turn it into a fog cloud.
Yeah.
Sorry, Glitch says. Excuse me. I can go invisible, of course.
Mm.
I believe that we have a solo plan.
So I think we can cover everyone with invisibility.
So
And then I'm gonna
hallucinatory
pull
terrain,
out,
invisibility.
I can get 3 people invisible. Glitch says.
Do you have the diamonds, and I'll look straight at Alec, do you have the diamonds in a box? Did you stick them in your pocket?
But he shows you the contraption kind of thing that he minimized it with and stuck it in. He's like, right here.
Okay, because I've got a box of holding, a cube of holding that we can shove it in.
I've got it in an interdimensional space.
Alrighty, good. I just want to make sure that they can't.
I mean,
search
if we,
for it.
Nope.
yeah, with the terrain, with the invisible, and then if Cassandra does muzzle deception with the shower thing. That might be enough to keep them out and
Okay.
give us our best bet.
Indeed. I can also cast Pass Without a Trace upon us to give us a bonus to our stealth checks.
So I don't need to invisible you. I just need to invisible 1, 2, Alric, and Glitch, so 4.
Glitch said he can cover 3 of us.
Glitch can do it himself.
Okay, perfect.
And 3 people.
3 people total.
3 people total. So Glitch
So you have enough invisibles for everyone.
Yeah.
plus 2.
So then I only need to do invisibility at a 5th level?
Yep.
Okay, then I've got 4 of us, and then I'll do hallucinatory terrain on top of that.
All right, mark those spells, and everyone make me stealth checks.
I am going to cast Pass Without Trace, if that's cool.
Add +10 to your resolve.
Using up my key points.
So I did not wild shape because if it's not going to be an hour, I'm going to just make myself invisible.
Reroll once. Nope. Nope.
Oh, well, that's not great.
Hallucinatory terrain. Yeah.
Remember
it's
plus
not concentration. It looks like.
The hallucinatory terrain is not concentration. That's why I can do.
Does take 10 minutes to cast. But you'll get the invisibility off for sure. Well, no, you'd have to do it after. Okay. Okay, so let me know their stealth checks, first of all. Let's do it this way.
35.
Yeah.
23.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
1 sec.
Everyone remember their +10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thanks.
19.
19 after your +10? Okay.
Yeah. I rolled low.
That happens. I rolled for the 2 guests. Okay. So here's what happens. You get about halfway into casting your hallucinatory terrain, and you hear Grand Duchess. It's your dread god. Open up. And she now outside the bathroom door. You can hear the doors open.
I'm going to give. Could I give her an inspiration and enhance her charisma?
Yeah, as long as you're not concentrating on anything.
I don't have anything else I'm concentrating on.
Just checking. Okay, so a very large and broad figure wearing this very rich dark iron, almost Vanta Black like armor that has this kind of slickish oil look to it, and these very, very kind of exotic pink highlights all throughout. He has a very dark cape with turquoise touches, and he has a large greatsword and 2 other long swords, and maybe even a short sword somewhere. Steps forward. He's flanked on either side by other knightly-looking Templars in dark armor. She says, "What is it, Yilgar? Better be good, so I can forgive this intrusion." She says, "It's the middle of the night." The large figure, standing some 10 feet tall, looks down, and he looks over to one of his accompaniments. "Forgive us, Grand Duchess, your Grace. There has been a break-in in the vaults of the diamond, and most of our diamond reserves are gone. They've taken the statue, the gift." "What?" she says. "We're doing an exhaustive search of the quarters, including of the keep, including your quarters." "Well, that's fine. Be thorough. But I think I would have noticed if someone was dragging a diamond unicorn statue through my bedroom." "Of course." You see the very large figure step forward. There's now a very dense fog that's permeating this kitchen area because you guys all turned on the showers on, and Dread Temper Yilgar just stands there and looks around. He doesn't seem to want to enter the bathroom. Bathroom doors open. The 2 attendants enter in. I already rolled for them. And they begin looking around. I already rolled for them, so I know what the results are. You see them look around. A couple of them surprisingly open up the showers, peer in, They shut them. This would be a good place to hide. It's warded against divination magic, but doesn't seem to be anyone in here. Looks over. All right. They leave, shut the doors. Dread Templar Yogar, there's no one in here. The large Dread Templar nods. The two attendants of the Dread Templar leave.
As they're leaving, once they had closed the bathroom doors, I would have gotten towards the near the doors and drunk my potion of mind reading.
Okay.
To make sure that they really didn't see us and they're not just pretending to ambush us later.
So you're reading their surface thoughts?
Yes.
They seem convinced. Their thoughts are turning to somewhere else. They rolled pretty low on their investigation.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, rolled like a 7 and an 11.
Oh, God.
Yep. And Glitch and Ulrich got a natural 20 and a 17 on their high.
No.
Yes!
God.
So it was just
That's
me
awesome.
with the low roll.
Yep, only one failure, so
good,
y'all
oh
do good.
good, oh
The
good.
dice are the dice. When you bid it last session, you bid it.
I rolled a 1 and then a 5.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Sucks real bad.
So that got rid of my potion of mind reading, but we're in the clear.
100%.
Yeah.
Did I catch anything from Cassandra?
It's blank.
Okay.
That smile.
Yikes.
That damn smile.
So the shower doors remain shut, and you see Cassandra Moira standing there in her kind of nightly gown, standing on the other side. The windows fog. She gives you all a nod. She turns around and goes back to her vanity.
I'm gonna let you guys do your thing. It is good to finally meet you,
Who are you talking to?
Cassandra.
She's on the other side. She's near her vanity.
Oh, I thought we were like kind of in the same
Nope.
room. Just
No.
So we're staying in the bathroom this whole
Yeah,
time.
correct.
She's out there pretending to be normal.
Because
Got it.
we don't want
It's
to
good
exit the
to
bathroom.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So,
Got it.
Alec's like, we've met a couple times.
Yeah,
this is,
I can't. Never mind.
Oh, don't even go there.
I'll turn off all the showers because we don't need them on now.
But that was part of the fun.
It kind of was.
Alright. So, how do we want to lure out Berty? Do we know where he is? Do we know?
I don't know. We don't know any of that, and we'll need to know from Cassandra.
Yeah. We probably shouldn't leave this room. Especially
No.
right now. Well, they're on high alert.
No.
Indeed. Perhaps we take turns resting, do the watch, and then attack them as soon as we can. I'm sure that they would not expect such a quick follow-up attack after the theft.
Like full 8 hours, or
As much as you need. I will be ready to embark within 1 hour.
I think if we wait the time, it'll drive them because they'll probably search the keep first. Once they don't find out anything in the keep, they'll move to the streets to the rest of the city, which will reduce the amount of guards that are in the keep.
That's probably right.
Berty will most likely stay here.
Let us hope.
That's 100% correct.
Yeah.
So we should take as
That's literally
much time
map
as
for
we
map,
need.
correct?
Yep. Yep.
Of course,
Yep.
Rob has access.
I do not.
No,
It makes logical sense. So
I
taking out time, being at full strength would make the most sense, I think.
Thank you, Emma, for the host.
I will enter a meditative stance.
Okay. So you're all gonna. Hi, Corey. So you're all taking a long rest.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, we only have one person here who needs to sleep.
Yeah,
So
luckily.
everyone else is just gonna kind of
Everyone just watching. So.
Can you do all of us?
take turns, I guess. Just not.
Not.
Well, I guess we
not
don't even need to
sleeping.
take any
No.
turns. It's just you and Ulrich can opposite each other or something.
Is there, I have one, but is there any other scenes? Is there any scenes that anyone would like to create during the overnight?
I'm going to try to get my 8 hours of sleep.
We haven't done this one in a while because you've been very resistant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
but
boy.
it's illusion magic. Oh, you know what? I have to check something.
Whether or not it'll
Go
work.
through divination.
The words.
Ooh.
You're gonna connect with Kylo, I'm sure.
What?
Yeah, dream is illusion magic.
Sure,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Die.
So it's not divination.
She's a
I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw, but with advantage.
Alrighty.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
I know.
Druids are good at wisdom, right?
Oh boy, oh boy.
No.
Wisdom saving throw. That's a 19.
You're good. You feel a nightmare creep in from a devilish source, but you repel it. Although it does not protect you from dream incursions, the room does offer you advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Damn. Nice.
Yeah, Grand Duchess.
Well, yeah, of course.
Y'all are familiar that the ruling class is pretty well protected.
Oof.
So are there any scenes anyone wants to create before I do mine? In the overnight.
I'm good.
Alrighty.
Do you like it a long rest?
You do, since you made that save. So you can start your day planning. But, Gilly, you are sitting there in like one of these showers or in a clawfoot tub, sitting down.
Yep. Probably just like in this massive tub. Massive to me.
And it almost feels like the water starts to turn on and rise. You start to feel yourself surrounded by water. You hear a voice enter your mind. Friend, where have you been? As the ancient and malevolent demigod-like voice of the Kraken enters your mind through the evocation-based magic of sending.
Oh no. What did I do?
You made a choice.
You made a choice.
Gilly made a choice. Listen, I take no responsibility for
Hey.
Gilly's actions.
It started off good. He said friend.
Mark them under allies.
Yeah.
Allies.
Yeah,
God,
ally.
demigod
Said
Kraken.
friend.
Kraken
He
tracks.
said friend. Well, they said friend.
I consider this an absolute win.
Alright, same. Alright, hang on. Notes in D&D Beyond. Allies. Kraken buddy.
Kraken.
Done.
Kraken pals.
That nothing can be wrong there.
Not backstab.
Okay, I'm sorry. The Kraken said friend, and then I blacked out.
Basically, like, where have you been?
Ooh. Oh,
That's Michelle.
around. Here and there. Playing a little bit of hopscotch. How about you?
Looking. Forever looking. You warned me. I've been watching this dragon search for me. Always watching.
Well, being vigilant is good. That's important.
Why did you warn me?
Well, I had heard that dragon had heard there was, something to hunt out in your neck of the woods. And I only thought it fair for you to have a heads up. I didn't want any harm to come to you. Because, you know, you're like a really powerful and, you know, powerful creature. And you helped us once. So, thought I'd help you now.
Helped you once. Sent you to Dysangela. Remember, you I knew, and your friend passed through me. You did. They had hoped we would break the world together, my followers and you. You helped them. My order. But they tell me you no longer pursue the path of chaos and the unmaking.
Well, I think that depends on what you're talking about unmaking. Because actually, I have been pretty big on unmaking things lately.
Unmake your cities.
Well, we've been unmaking the nobility in the cities. Does that
Bring
count
them.
for anything?
Bring them below.
Oh,
Wash away the stain of humanity.
oh, well,
Let the tide take all.
you know, I don't think that they really told us the whole spiel. We didn't get like a full pamphlet or anything.
You reclaim Stormbreaker. The ocean whispers to me. Not friend.
I didn't know you had anything to do with Stormbreaker.
All within the ocean is mine.
See, no one told us that.
How could you not know? You witnessed my form, my glory. What else would the ocean belong to but me?
Well, I mean, there was that mind flayer out there that seemed to have some sort of idea that the area was his, or theirs.
Plankton. And then
Yeah.
the ocean that holds them.
Oh my god, that's so good. Plankton. Clip that.
Stolen from Angel.
Clip that.
But a worm on the tide of history, doing my bidding without even knowing. He controls a Leviathan. I controlled him.
Oh. See, I'm a little slow on these uptakes.
Do you want to help the ocean claim the land?
Choose wrong.
Uptake. There's a pause. Ocean claims land. Everything in the ocean mine. I control land.
So, all you want to do is unmake it?
To make, we unmake first.
Well, what would you want to make after it's unmade?
My empire. My kingdom.
Do you have like a pamphlet on what that looks like?
Think you know?
So, you know, we had to deal with someone who also wanted to do a lot of tearing down, but they didn't really have any idea on remaking. They had no vision on the remaking.
Obedience.
Oh. So you like want dominion over like everything and everyone.
Already have so much dominion. Your world is made of water. I rule the water. Your life on land is an illusion. The world is beneath the tide, and I rule that world.
Ocean Master Killer.
Ocean's 4.
Just want to let you guys know, Justice doesn't need to breathe. So we're already halfway there. I'm basically an aquatic creature.
You still have, I think you still have the Kraken robes, the cultist robes. So I think you're there.
I mean, we're ready.
We ran errands for them. We got them their cheese.
No,
and
that
their
was
bread.
those weren't cultists of the Kraken.
Those were
the
the
opposite.
Deep Mother, but you got the robes from the Kraken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
Hang on, I'm busy hyperventilating.
Mr. Ancient Kraken.
What did the Kraken just get done saying? I'm so sorry.
Basically, that most of your world is water, and the land is all that's left for them to control and dominate. Which is kind of true.
Because it's been dominated by ancient dragons. Yeah.
Dragons, the Krakens of
Of the land.
the land is the Kraken sea now.
That's right.
Arr.
The sea is my land now.
The void is the ultimate sea.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Calamari. I don't know what that is.
Calamari.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Also, hi Nat, Elros, Miwa. So great to see you all.
Hi,
Thank you all so
everyone.
much for being here.
Oh God. Okay. Oh. Fucking music shift.
Stormbringer will ride the waves again. Mistwatcher,
Silwyn.
Silwyn? Yeah.
Silwyn.
wishes to ride the waves. I will demand tribute. If you want to get your navy off of Mistwatch, think of what that tribute should be.
And you feel the channel snap and close.
Under the sea. Under the sea.
Can't sing anymore.
Oh.
Everything's better. Where's better? Take it from the Kraken demigod. Calamari.
Calamari the Ancient.
And you all successfully complete a long rest.
Woo!
We should just side with the Kraken, turn it into an underwater campaign.
Gilly probably vomited.
Aquatic Rangers.
Yeah.
I mean, what beats fiend fire other than Kraken?
Thank you, Miwa, for the 500 bits.
Thank you, Miwa.
This is exactly like when the Power Rangers went aquatic. When they
Yeah.
the aquatic rangers.
Yeah. There was that
That's what needs to happen.
terrible enemy that was in a submarine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pretty bad.
This is exactly that.
This is, yeah.
It's actually, I got the whole story from it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it all lines up now.
Did I get a haircut? No. Well, like a couple weeks ago. But I trimmed my beard, I think, since last week. Or maybe 2 weeks ago, but yeah. I'm looking good, I know.
Mm-hmm. We all know.
I got a haircut though.
No one cares.
Yeah.
Go back out in the hallway.
What's your name again?
How did you get in my house?
Good.
I did. I got a haircut last week. Thank you.
I was supposed to get a haircut. She canceled on me.
You're canceled.
Wow.
She called you, she's like, you're canceled. I saw your Twitter feed, you're canceled.
That's right, Emma. There is just so much of it.
Okay.
So you
Thank
wait.
you, Nana.
So the next morning comes, and Cassandra Moira opens those double French doors to her massive bathhouse, equivalent to a bathroom. Steps forward. Feeling better?
Much.
No,
Did you not sleep well?
I don't sleep.
Did you not rest well?
Not since the incident.
Did something happen, Gilly?
Oh, yeah, something happened.
I'm waiting. Well, I cannot breathe, but I am waiting with what would be the equivalent of bated breath.
I will wear with bated breath for enough for the both of us.
Let's just, get out of here first.
Okay.
I have a serious player question. Can we call until we know his true name, can we call him just the Crack Daddy? I think that would be fun.
The crack daddy?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's not.
K-R-A-K.
Deep Daddy.
Deep Daddy.
Deep daddy.
Deep
Double
Daddy.
D.
There it is.
It's the Deep Daddy.
The deep daddy.
Real
The
deep.
deep mother.
Yep.
Yeah.
The deep daddy. Oh
Deep
no.
Daddy.
Freud would have a lot to say.
Yep, Freud sure would have a lot to say about the tentacled Deep Daddy.
Those tentacles are...
I didn't name him the deep daddy.
They're thick.
It's an
Big.
alliteration. I just named the symbol of chaos in the ocean masculine instead of feminine.
Makes
Metaphors.
deep.
So what is our next move? Are we to move upon Berty?
I think that's next. And I'm running the sleep out of my eyes. Trying to wake up and be a person again.
There's no room for that here.
No, none whatsoever. Do we know where Berty is? Does he stay in his rooms?
Funny enough, actually, it's probably good that you all stayed here. There is an ancient Moira keep in the bottom of an ancient Moira crypt. It actually has our ancestors dating back all the way to the Athenian days. It's imported. They transported it with us when we founded the territory.
Do you want ghosts? That's how you get ghosts.
Oh, there are ghosts.
Oh,
Yeah.
neato.
Yes. Berty spends a lot of his time down there.
Does this not set off any what would be considered warning bells for...
He's trained as a Dread Templar.
Does that mean he speaks with the dead?
Well, Dread Templar in the faith are the ones who study the aspects of evil and then learn to understand them so they can vanquish them. They're the stalwarts of protection. Now, of course, this sect often has its issues, but that's their job. Their job is to study the dread.
So we can find Berty studying evil in the ancient temple,
In the crypt, yeah.
in the crypt.
So
He
we
spends a
should-
lot of time down there communing and talking to the Moiras of the past.
So we should not try to scry on him to figure out where he's at. That would end poorly.
It might be protected. I don't go down there myself.
I mean, does he sleep?
He sleeps.
Alright, why don't we just get him when he's off guard rather than probably where he's prepared in his own element.
Well, I don't know how much time we're going to have till Shellatrax comes back.
True.
Now that the diamond has been taken. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what Berty is. I thought he'd come up here, but he hasn't.
Remind me what kind of a caster he is.
When you say what kind? Divine or Arcane, is that what you're asking? Or
I'm wondering if
He's a-
he's got the same shit that nearly yeeted me before.
He is trained as a paladin, but he's like a blackguard, basically. Y'all know that.
Okay.
Oh,
That's right.
because I would have seen that yesterday, and I know where is it, and why can I not find it now?
But no, he's not going to have channel divinity arcane banishment.
All right,
He's not.
well-
He's not an Arcana priest.
That's what I was just making sure I was relatively a little safer than I was before.
Yeah. He might have banishment.
But that is a charisma save.
Yes.
And that I can probably handle.
Natural too.
Well, that would be a problem. That sure would be a problem.
Sure would.
So this is going to be probably a really awkward question because there's some unsavory parts to this particular spell. But would it help if I planar bound you to the material plane?
Why have we never thought of doing that?
Yeah, that would be.
Because
Wow.
because
Is that how that
a
works?
bound
Oh my
creature must
God.
follow your instructions to the best of its ability. You might command the creature to accompany you on an adventure, to guard a location, or to deliver a message. You lose your will,
Oh.
and that's why
But-
it's problematic.
Oh, that's not great.
But it doesn't protect against banishment, though.
Hang on.
Thanks for the sub, Puddin.
Thank you, Puddins, for the sub.
Because at higher levels, I can make it last for months. Or for 10 days at a time.
Yeah, it doesn't really
Underrated.
protect against banishment. That would have been cool, though.
Okay. Damn. Well,
That's just used when you like summon an earth elemental
Right,
who
right,
will
right.
get yeeted out automatically.
right.
Oh, wait a minute.
Does it? Because it says
Yeah,
planar
no, stop
binding.
it.
Yeah.
1 second, let me just read. Y'all can chat or something.
I think that the sooner the better. If he is down in the crypt, well, who knows how long he will tarry there, and he's likely not expecting an
Oh.
attack.
It returned. Yeah, yeah. Of course, it binds it. I wasn't thinking. Sorry, I just didn't see any kind of text. But yes, it does. It would. It binds you. It would bind you to the plane.
Yeah, so if you're banished, even if you lose the spell, if you were at different planes of existence, it returns to the plane where you bound it and
Yep.
remains there until the spell ends.
Yep.
So if I bind you here in the bathroom, and you get yeeted into a different plane of existence, you come back to the bathroom for the next 24 hours.
Yep.
Is it concentration?
No.
That is a powerful
Nope,
spell.
but it takes me an hour to cast it.
Could I learn that spell
And I need 1,000
and
G.
bind myself to a plane?
No.
Damn.
I don't think so.
Okay, so speaking of that, what do we need to take Berty?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I believe
What
I
is-
will
What do we think we can...
attempt to punch him to death, and perhaps kick him as well.
Probably
Well-
sticking with the pointy end of my sword.
I believe it has been requested,
Oh, yeah.
looking at Cassandra, that we do not kill some of the only family she has left.
Or pummel him into submission.
Yes, I've been thinking about this lately, especially since looks like it's my opportunity to actually rule in my own right now. I really don't want him to be killed. I mean, he's my cousin. I always forget. I need to make all the noble family trees. These two are twins. These are he is my he is my uncle, actually. He's Uncle Berty.
Great. Uncle Berty. Oh no.
That is fine.
Everybody's got an Uncle Berty.
I do not need to take his life. I can certainly disable him.
I mean, he was my mentor, and he did teach me at least a few things. And maybe we'll just lock him up throw away the key for a while. But I can't stomach the idea of him being murdered.
That's fine.
Does he wear a lot of
It's
metal
absolutely
armor?
understandable.
Oh, yeah.
There
Well,
it is.
actually, she says. Oh, wrong sheet. He does. Yes, he does.
Alright.
We should perhaps. Apologies.
Just remember, like, his saves are gonna be real good.
Okay, so let me go back to my previous question. You want me to planar bind you here?
Ooh. I like the idea of not being yeeted. I don't like the idea of not having my will. Because that's ended up with, like not having a hand.
So basically,
We've been down that road,
You can
and
always.
it didn't go great.
I mean, you could try to modify the spell when you cast it.
I can absolutely try to modify the spell when I cast it so that I have no control over you, or that I can give you your control back.
If we could do that,
You
then that'd
can.
be great.
With the.
Better D&D skill rules that I designed.
That's what I was wondering.
Just
Perfect.
It's the
modify
air
your
one
roll
hour.
on the spell.
Yep,
Basically, it just does the binding.
Yep, you can give it a try.
But it made better sense for Civilius to say it than for
And
me.
then do you
Correct.
want me to put Gaius in my repertoire for...
Oh, if we can get Berty to... No, maybe.
at least short term?
Go for the drama.
Yeah. Go with it. To keep him, yeah.
Just gonna get my 5d12 ready.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Alrighty. And then is there anything else that we think we want to be able to do?
Well,
Can he go invisible? And I say that really questioningly to Cassandra. Are ghosts invisible? I haven't fought a ghost in a long time.
Ghosts can kind of hide pretty well. I've never seen him go invisible, but he's gonna have his all this stuff on him, so I don't know.
And I would seeing as what the very short amount of information I understand about the Dreadguard, he almost certainly has some kind of undead at his disposal.
Yeah,
yeah.
which is why I was concerned about fighting him in a crypt.
It would seem that is the map that has been prepared for us.
I've got other maps if you want to try to lure him out.
Yeah. Actually, I think that would make for an interesting fight to fight with a bunch of undead.
can he see through illusions just naturally?
I've never followed him into battle, but I don't think so. He uses the priests for that kind of thing.
I mean, we're asking these questions just so that we can understand what we're doing so that we
Well-
don't walk into an absolute trap.
Because I've got a little trick that I learned up my sleeve that I haven't had a chance to play around with yet. That we could maybe lure him out with.
What is said trick?
I can create an illusory double of myself.
That is interesting.
I mean,
And then the real me becomes invisible.
I can also create an illusory double of myself.
Glitch pipes up. I mean, if he has any ghosts or banshees around him, they can detect life.
Oh. Well, that's
and
not
that
great.
may alert him, and he may run for support or call other gods or whatnot.
I think our best bet is to take him where he
Yeah.
least expects it.
If we all teleport in around him and
I would need a pretty good description of the crypt, or if there's a teleportation circle or something down there.
I could attempt to infiltrate, and if there's that telepathic spell, I could communicate the whereabouts to you. I can become a gaseous form, which is native to certain undead.
Okay, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna leave my spells as is. So I'm gonna sit down and commune with nature so I can figure out what that looks like.
okay.
So I'm using man-made. I want to know what man-made tunnel system, and I want to look for undead.
Definitely undead.
Don't you get a third?
I do.
You're gonna. Never mind.
But
Ignore me. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't necessarily
Sorry.
care about the third. Unless it's like bodies of water. Does the aqueduct match up into this?
I would say it does. Yeah, it definitely does.
So the aqueduct that we were in before that we've seen already.
Yep, it's there. There are plenty of undead beneath the keeps. Beneath the keep. Within the crypts. Yep.
Does she get an idea of like how strong undead or where they are?
No, not really. It depends. Location of powerful undead in the area. You can determine their location.
What about humanoids?
Not on the list.
No.
Oh, that's
not on
right.
the list. Yeah. So I'm gonna do bodies of water so I can see where the aqueducts meet up with the crypts.
Okay.
Man-made objects,
Okay.
buildings underneath, and then undead.
So you get a good, kind of a good, like, flashing map out of the kind of area. You kind of see that 3D imagery of it, and you can see the undead kind of festering in these man-made structures. They don't seem to be in the aqueducts.
Okay. So if you can get us back to the aqueducts, we can use it as long as we go around the ooze. We can use it to get back to the crypts.
Do you have anything from the crypt? Anything related from Berty even?
She says,
That might I be able to use as an anchor?
yes, I do. Oh, and, if it's not too much to ask, I do want to go with when you apprehend Berty.
I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, we're good. You're welcome to come.
She will, give you a pendant. She's like, that should suffice.
Was this from the crypt or from
Yes.
Berty? Alright. So with this, I can get us directly there with no chance of failure if it's bound to that place.
Okay. I will draw us whatever battle map that we have, and then I want to talk to Gilly before we go.
Go ahead.
So, you almost ended up back in a different plane of existence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The same thing could happen to Glitch.
So, that is what I saw yesterday. Because I think I was unconscious for part of you being yeeted.
The bandage, she's saying, that is what I saw yesterday. You almost get
Oh,
yeeted.
oh, yeah. I could feel that
So,
I could feel something trying to take me away from here.
um,
Same as what happened with the crate machine. It's not great. Don't like it.
So, I could do this for both of you, but it would expel a lot of resources. So I would rather only do it for you. But I can bind you to the material plane. I can do it for 10 days.
That's a lot of days.
Wherever I do the binding, so let's say I do that in this bathroom, if someone does manage to push you to a different plane, or we decide to go to the void, you will end up back in this bathroom for the duration of those 10 days.
Oh, so like even if we choose to go to a different plane, I can't
Yep.
leave.
I believe that's how that works.
Yeah.
Oh, then 10 days doesn't seem like a good idea.
Okay. I can do it for 24 hours.
I don't think we're going anywhere for 24 hours, do we? Are we?
I mean,
Cut to 2 days ago when you teleported between 3 dimensions.
Yeah, I know.
In
Yeah,
I
10
know.
minutes.
I mean,
So,
I've heard that this one bistro in the void has really good coffee.
Alric will, since this is an abjuration spell, Alric will pipe up. You can, of course, dispel it off of your body if it becomes a nuisance.
That's true.
oh yeah, he's still in this room with us.
Yes,
There's
and he's
a
also an
picture.
expert in this. He's like, I think I can even cast that particular spell. I certainly can.
Well then,
He always has it prepared.
the two of us could cover the two of you and keep you here for 24 hours. If Glitch is going with us to deal with Berty, Glitch, are you coming?
Oh yeah, wouldn't miss it for the world.
Then that's probably wise.
The other half of this is it's made to hold creatures in one plane that don't belong here. so that you can control them.
Right.
I can try to leave that out of the spell,
That would be good.
but if I fail, you and I are going to be real close for the next 24 hours or until we dispel this.
I mean, there's also the chance it could backfire too. I came very close to having the ones I've modified backfire, so just keep that in mind. With this, it seems like a smaller thing to remove something than to add things that I was trying to add or modify to my spells.
That's fair.
So keep that in mind that it may have unintended consequences.
True. But I'm more worried about it what it does inherently. Because,
True. I mean, on top of what it will do inherently.
yeah.
Is there any way that you could... How deep does the control go? Could you simply tell her to
you
accompany you in your exploits?
Yeah, you can make it as simple as accompaniment all the way through, like, detailed instructions.
What if you simply said, proceed as planned?
Yep, I can keep it as vague as possible, which would be the plan if I can't remove it completely. But I just want to make sure that we're all going into this knowing 100% what we're getting ourselves into.
Understood.
Because if there is any level of control, I would get rid of it right after the battle with Berty. We would dispel it immediately. But I would rather expend the resource and be able to keep you here than have to go figure out how to retrieve you and move your form from the cold unending.
That would be inconvenient.
Yep, because I'm not sure how to bring her physical form back across planes.
Right.
Once she's been banished, because of how banishment works.
Well, at least if I had, the spells available, I could send to Morgan, and I don't think I'd be in immediate danger.
In the cold unending, no.
Probably.
But it's getting you back to the material plane that's problematic.
Right.
So
It's a whole day of resources.
Yeah.
So would you like to try to cast planar binding?
only if
Planar
you're okay
bondage?
with it.
Let's try it.
Okay, then I'll do a 5th level planar binding, and I will try to do it in such a way that she keeps 100% of her will and won't listen to me.
Give you inspiration.
I need you to roll Arcana.
Okay.
Inspiration.
Alric will be like, would you like me to help you modify the terms of the spell?
Since this is what you do, yeah. Unless you'd rather cast this.
You have advantage.
I love it.
Okay, that's not terrible. That is a 13 plus 6 is a 19.
Okay.
If I think we're just
Yep.
going to add
Just do it.
inspiration.
Just do it.
Yeah. Better safe than sorry.
So that's 21.
Okay, so that is a success, which means you will pick one. So you succeed.
Okay.
You modify the terms of the spell,
Perfect.
but you will get one, I believe it's called feedback. So, you take some damage. You draw immediate unwelcome attention.
No.
There's a problematic side effect. You have difficulty with your next spell, or it produces an unintended side effect. And the damage is 1d12 per spell level.
It's 5d12.
Yep.
Neato.
You're tough.
So with something like this, I think probably it makes the most sense for it to be either a problem with my next spell, so
Okay.
I have a problem,
Yep.
or a slight defect,
Yep.
whichever makes more sense.
Okay, thank you. You have you will have trouble with your next spell. Okay.
Okay.
So the spell goes off, and it takes an hour to cast, by the
It
way. So
does.
you and Alric are doing
Yeah.
this whole Unchained Melody thing with the spell.
Mhm,
And
for an hour.
when it lands on you, you can feel like these planar locks, and these sigils lock into place.
Oh, that's
You
weird.
see them shake just a little bit. You can feel the mystical energies that run through your hands. They're a little. It's like static. You can feel
Tingling.
that. You can feel that static charge built up the next time you touch a door.
You see what Simona?
Yeah.
No, meanwhile, we don't have like the incentives for the game yet.
Yeah.
We might if a workshop does someday.
During the downtime of overnight and while they were casting that spell, would I have time to unattune from the Ring of Mind Shielding and attune to Gallant's Amulet of Health? That
Did we
have?
verify that was a thing?
I thought we did. Or we might be wrong. Do you guys remember? Didn't we get Gallant's Amulet of Health?
Is
You
it
just
in the
bought
party
one.
pool?
Yeah.
Is it in the party pool?
Oh, yeah.
Is Gallant in the party pool? When did we...
I think whatever. It's a very good question.
Gallant,
I don't know if
please.
we got stuff from
Journal,
Galan.
healing potions, missile snaring, ogre power, poisoner's kit, tinkerer's kit, forger's kit, disguise kit. No, there is not a amulet of healing in our party pool.
Darn.
Were the gauntlets of ogre power there?
Gauntlets of ogre power are not in this either.
Okay. I don't remember saying that those. I know that the gun flew away, but I don't think his amulet did.
Okay.
So,
Well, it might have been one of those situations where we didn't say it the one day, and then you said it maybe another day, and it didn't get me.
we didn't
make it way.
we
its way
didn't
into the
loot
party.
Gallant. So we don't have any Gallant's effects in here. Just
Okay. What I'll say is because I'm reasonably confident that it was that was my intent, and I'm reasonably confident I said it. I will say that the amulet health and gauntlets of ogre power are in there because I remember you made a joke about attuning to them
Right.
and beating someone,
Right.
so they just never got added to the party pool.
Gauntlets of Ogre Power are in the party pool.
Okay.
oh, did I miss them?
You literally have them highlighted right now.
So
Gauntlets
yes,
so
we
we
did.
did get
Gloves
that.
of
Thank you.
Missile
Alright,
Staring.
good.
Okay. If we were going to be fighting a Dread Priest, I think that I need all the resilience that I can get.
That makes
probably.
sense.
102 points.
This is what health feels like?
It
Yeah.
is.
Why did they make
It's
me
nice.
so weak?
Okay.
So
Just-
then that leaves me a 6th level Gaius that I can use.
Selina, I'll say all of this out of earshot of the what is she, Duchess?
Grand Duchess.
Grand Duchess.
Mm-hmm.
I'll even cast it as a message. I'll just say, are you 100% sure that you trust her?
Can I respond a message?
Yeah. You can reply to this message.
No, her mind is shielded.
30.
Is that the damage that she would take?
Her mind is shielded? Still in message.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I drank a potion of detect thoughts as the guards were leaving to make sure that we were fine. Her mind shielded.
Should we be taking her with us when we go confront Berty?
She's our best bet. You have to trust someone sometime. There's an extra Gaius here, just in case she decides to turn on us.
Nice.
Holy fuck.
3D chess!
Selina's a cold druid.
Yep.
Don't want to kill anybody, and here we are.
Oh, Well, is there anything you think we could do to cover our butts?
There will certainly be undead. Anything that you... Oh, sorry.
Messaging Selina. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's okay. She hasn't betrayed us this far, and she's had plenty of opportunity.
I mean, we were pretty tapped at the when we just showed up here yesterday. I guess if she was trying to do anything, that would have been the time.
She would have let those guards have us. She could have kept shallow tracks here.
Unless she just needs... Do you think she could be using us? Just to get
Absolutely.
Berty out of the way.
She's Fonzie's little sister.
Mm-hmm.
She's been mind controlled before. That's actually a really great idea.
That's what's happening, literally. Hello. Welcome to the
Sitting here
stream.
watching Matt
Um,
smirk and bounce.
So I will say out loud, Cassandra,
Yeah?
did you get yourself healed, checked after the Fonzia debacle?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, for mind control, I've taken necessary protections.
But whatever was placed upon you before that convinced you that you had a sister, is that gone?
Yes.
Okay.
Why?
Thanks, Chase. We've stepped in it a few times, and I have forgotten to ask over the last months of us communicating.
I feel in control of my own faculties, especially for once in my life. You can see that she's adorned this kind of deep, kind of red leather cape and kind of coat. She has these kind of riding gloves on and a hand crossbow. Are we ready?
Indeed.
I think so. Is everyone prepared to immediately?
Did we planar bind Glitch? Do we need to? Do we want to?
Glitch will pipe up. I'm okay not being planar bound. I got in once, I can get in again.
Aren't you worried about what'll happen to you if you go back?
At some point, I'm going to have to own up to my choices in life. If I get banished, I get banished. Can't keep running away from my problems forever.
We also have to go back to Gehenna, so he's on the way.
Yeah.
I'm not going to dodge pain out of my comeuppance anymore. Whatever happens, happens. I'll come back.
Just don't want to lose you.
I understand. I don't want to lose you either. But I have to face the music in one way or another. If I can't resist a banishment from a third-rate paladin, then it was meant to be.
You know, maybe you should wait until after we face Berty to throw shade at him.
Nah, he won't be so bad. We've gone through some pretty tough odds.
Indeed.
Somehow I think this will rival that. But, you know.
Does seem to be increasingly difficult, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
You would think that as we amass power
as we
and ability,
continue, I would rate the challenges we've encountered higher and higher.
the ratings of those challenges.
Yes.
Well, I said I would rate the challenges
Oh,
higher
yeah.
and higher, yes.
So, shall we teleport in? Are we ready?
Oh, ready is a word that I don't know I'd use, but it's not like I can do much of anything to prepare for that, so...
Alright.
Just...
Yep.
Sorry, remind me, what was our basic... plan? My hair is stuck in my cracking ring!
Detain Berty without killing him.
Correct.
Right.
We're teleporting in almost, hopefully on top of Berty.
Cassandra, are you worried about being there and can you protect yourself?
He's not going to kill me. If he wanted to kill me, he would have done that by now.
Well, maybe he was just waiting for you to give him a real reason.
He needs me as much as I need him.
Right, but if he if you were to die accidentally in an incursion, right? This would be a way for him to get rid of you without.
I need to go down there.
Okay.
We'll do our best to keep you safe.
I think I can manage.
Everything that Gilly knows is that she is not very capable, right, on her own.
She's not a warrior. She's not a mage or of any kind. She's not like a lot of the dukes and duchesses,
Mm-hmm.
especially the southern ones
Mm-hmm.
that are very powerful sorcerers and such.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Alrighty.
In preparation before he teleports us, I would summon the Shadow Dagger, and I would also cast, using my Embrace the Virus, I'd make the mirror image of myself.
Okay. Before they teleport in, Glitch is going to hold your hand, Gilly, and be like, "It'll be alright. Everything will be okay. Even if it's not okay for a little while, we'll find some way through it, okay?" He's going to give you a D8 inspiration.
Oh, I was about to give him an inspiration.
Aw, look how cute.
I want to give him an inspiration before we go into the fight
Go
in
for
case
it.
in case someone tries to banish him. Oh shit, where's my song?
I don't have any potions to drink. You want?
I have
Is it going to do cold damage? I got an extra one of those.
That is actually a little tidbit. Well, I forgot to do it, so I'm not going to do it. He might do some cold damage.
He does cold damage, Berty?
So the Moiras are descendant. They're I forgot to do that whole bit. Moiras, as it turns out, are what are known as Tertullians, which is a subject of, which are a sub-ancestry of Athadias. They claim descendancy from the original hero of Marissa, who was a cryokineticist. But Cassandra Moira says, "I can't." She says, "To me, it's a lot of it's the reason why there's a white dragon in Mercinia," is what she says. Cold is big in our family.
I'll go ahead and drink it, just in case.
Yeah, I'll drink mine too.
So using cold damage is not ideal. Gotcha.
Oh.
Perhaps, perhaps not.
Okay, and then Cassandra. Or wait, I did Cassandra. Who else is left? Oh, Alric.
Sure, I will drink my potion of cold resistance as well.
I'm not. Okay.
I'm not. Everyone just immediately. I'm not the only one who didn't drink theirs.
No, I didn't drink mine either.
No, none of you drank your potions.
Yep.
A lot of cup licking, aggressively so.
And then you were like, "Oh, but what about you?" And I'm like, "I'm naturally resistant to cold, thank you."
You sure are. You have 3 guests in this fight: Glitch, Alric, and Cassandra. Right? I'm not forgetting anybody.
I don't think so.
Wait.
And Alric is not resistant to cold, but Glitch is. I would assume.
Yes, Glitch is definitely resistant. Because Glitch is resistant to a few things.
That makes sense.
Alrighty, so as you cast teleport.
Well, I go into Blade Song first, and then I cast the teleport.
Okay.
I have more hit points than I've ever had.
Feels good, doesn't it?
I have triple digit hit
Oh,
points.
I should get into roll 20. Sorry.
Okay.
Roll 20 is like Blade Song, but different.
Okay. Y'all, Roll20 subscription pack had the perfect Og for Berty. Look at this shit.
We're sponsored by Roll20.
We are. Ghost in the Machine is sponsored by Roll20. Look at this Og.
Hashtag sponsored.
No.
It's so good.
Hashtag
Berty.
Definitely
Berty.
evil.
I definitely
The
want to magic missile his face.
The steepled hands and everything, I can't get over it.
I definitely, like, that evokes a reaction in me that I need
I dislike how
I
many
need
sarcophagus.
to magic missile his face.
Listen, it's not
It's
great.
a crypt.
But still,
expect?
I mean,
We're all gonna die one day.
all potential.
So, you appear in as the ripples of arcane energy pass the very forces of nature, and you see yourselves pretty much closer to Berty. One second, closer to Berty, and there's this kind of shift, and then you're blasted back, and you all land on the far end of the keep. You go ahead.
The
Correct.
second before teleport,
Yeah.
Beacon of Hope goes up.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yep, that's
Okay.
fine. You all appear there, and Berty with his kind of steepled fingers in this metalish armor. was wondering when you would all make your appearance. You see, with his hand, with a flick of his wrist, this hilt that he was holding erupts in a kind of pure dark energy.
Yes.
Blade of pure force. Like the opposite of the sun sword. Rather than the sun sword of pure light, is a being of pure darkness, kind of a void saber.
Can I have that?
And he goes, and he beckons you forward. And that's where we're going to go to break.
Oh no!
I need that sword.
Do I get my free melee attack?
You can melee attack Cassandra.
Everybody remember your 17 temp hit points.
Thank
from me,
you.
Because that's pretty much assumed that every time we do anything, we got it.
Thank you.
I need a 10 minute speech right now.
We'll go do it right now.
I'll do it during break.
So we're going to take a break a little bit earlier because of the way things lined up. We're going to go to break. Be back in about 15 minutes. Please make sure you're following the stream. Subscribe if you can. Thank you so much for everyone who's being here. It's great to see Miwa, Krifu, Emma, Nat, Corey, everyone. We love y'all so much. We'll be back in 15, okay?
Yep.
Frost, everyone. Thank you.
We'll be right back. We're gonna die. I want the dark saber.
We'll be rolling initiative when we get back.
Everyone.
We are back, picking back up with the boss fight. They've just teleported back to the boss-ish fight, mid-boss, after-boss fight, with Berty, the Duke of Mercinia.
We established that I have Cloaky out and I'm hovering 10 feet up.
Every
So
fight is a
Prism,
boss
go
fight.
ahead and roll initiative. You know why every fight is a boss fight? Because that's how I roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love designing boss fights,
Ooh.
and I don't...
Well, that's real shit.
I gotta turn the fight up to 11 every time.
That's
You know
nice.
how I roll? Low.
I hate when I roll high because I'm healing people. I don't aggress much.
You failed everyone.
Not aggressive. Not aggressive.
But I got to 22, so here we are.
Guess I'll do this.
So good.
Cloaky's out. 'Cause
So
it-
new.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so do we need to do any weird tokens on what I was talking to you about?
I'll pull it out whenever you actually cast it.
Gotcha. We'll see what happens. This will be fun.
25, 20.
22.
2015.
18.
What was that sort of this?
15.
So many enemies. Okay.
You see Miwa in chat.
Is that a 1?
Meanwhile, it's a game of knives. We just whoever wins at knives goes to the bathroom first.
No, we're lucky enough to have 2 bathrooms.
3.
You have three,
Incorrect.
really.
3 if you're brave enough, actually.
Yeah, 3 if you just go barge into...
I just find that one corner of the house you guys don't go in often in the basement.
That's right.
Then I guess there's 4 if you're brave enough.
If you're brave enough.
Wow. This
Or rude enough, really.
The front yard.
If you succeed on your stealth
Nature's-
check, you
nature's
can avoid
toilet.
it.
Yikes.
Selina, what was yours?
9.
Boy, oh boy.
Yep. Guys, it's not
Shit,
great.
okay, what am I doing? What am I doing?
Cloaky, there's so many. I need someone to roll high. Thank you, Cloaky.
Why am I the only one who rolled high? What is this?
I rolled decent.
I mean, I can roll again, but I don't have advantage. I don't have inspiration.
Top
anymore
of the round, Gilly.
Oh god, why? And it's just Berty there.
I will say, as he ignites that saber, there's this kind of pile of bones resting behind him on that fallen monument. And this kind of gargoyle of bones comes to life, this construct of flesh and bone.
Yeah.
Now that I can do something about.
Is that a large-sized creature?
Y'all,
Okay.
why?
It looks like it's large-sized. I was just making sure my eyes are not deceiving me.
Sure he is.
And
much
giving Gilly a hot second to decide what she's doing.
Doth my eyes.
Glitch has told me that charming doesn't work on undead things.
they're usually immune.
So, I won't do that. But what I will do is I'll rip off a patch
Yeah.
at the gargle of bones.
Yep.
That's an easy do.
7d4 plus 7. Y'all, I have so many tokens.
I'm excited.
You made sure to give the extra 17 hit points to everyone that we're allied with, right?
Oh yeah.
Good.
I was banking on them.
Good.
It's the only way we're gonna survive.
Well, it's, could be true.
If I die now, there was nothing that could have saved me. I have more.
22 points of force damage.
Smacking into the gargoyle bones.
Alright, and then bonus action will be...
Boned
I
action.
get it. Bow.
boned action. Will be to...
Can I have people's passive perceptions whenever y'all
Mine's
go
low as fuck.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you
good.
for all the shared
It's a 9.
subscriptions, Simon.
Thank you, Miwa. That helps grow the community so much. Thank
so
you.
much, Miwa. Oh my God, you're so
Miwa.
It's amazing.
Miwa wants me to counterspell one of y'all.
Oh, please don't.
He counterspells her spell.
I
Passive perception.
am going to
Yes.
give
In a second.
an inspiration to... Shit, there's so many people to inspire. Civilius,
Okay.
your dice have been real mean to you lately.
They have.
Are you moving at all? Well, Clokey has you. so
Clokey,
never
I
mind.
will ask Clokey to move me just up.
Okay.
And I'll just can I move Clokey? Yes, I can. How about, do you mind if I just move Clokey to wherever I want to be and then Clokey can move on?
I'll move him on your...
I'll ping
on your-
you whenever.
Yes, I'll move him on your turn.
I'll ping you when it's Clokey's turn. How about that?
Okay, so Berty's turn. He looks at y'all. He gives you like a crooked little smile, as with his. This is not a spell. He is going to conjure an orb of hellfire and necrotic energy in his hand. And he just tosses it. I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Which chase takes half damage on
Crap.
if he fails. Did I get fire?
Fire. Half of it's fire, half of it's necrotic.
That's cocked. Okay, that's gonna hurt.
This is going to maybe, I don't know. It's probably going to hurt a lot.
So
Yeah,
Felix?
I probably think.
14?
14.
16.
Oh yeah. You take 35 points of fire
There
damage,
it is.
35 points of necrotic damage.
Nice.
Gilly,
17.
you take 35 and 35.
16 plus 2, 18. That's also my passive perception.
You just make it 17 points of necrotic, 17 points of fire.
12.
35 and 35.
So
halved, and then
Yeah, you half on a success, on a failed save.
got it. And then
So
I'll use my
17,
reaction.
17.
Yep, I'm gonna use my reaction to do
So
the
go ahead
thing.
and roll it.
Yep, and it's a D10 plus my Dex plus my proficiency.
Oh, and then half of that was...
9. No,
Fire.
9.
So I'll go ahead and absorb elements.
Your 17 of it was fire, so you can absorb element for 8.
18.
18. So you take 17 points of fire damage, it's reduced to nothing,
Yep.
and then you take 17 points of necrotic damage.
Perfect.
So as the fireball erupts into this screaming horror of flame and death, you put out those gloves that you got from Murkrad, the Goblin Merchant, the Goblin Society Merchant. But there's still this lingering death energy that saps you of your strength, yeah?
Natural 20 to maintain concentration.
Thank you. Any other concentration checks?
No, I am
think everyone's
using
good.
absorb elements as well.
My dagger, right?
Yes.
Or the
DC 10.
Oh, I had that inspiration from Glitch. Fuck.
Nope.
Con
Alright,
save.
it's fine.
Nope. 7.
Your shadow dagger fades.
God.
Get shit on.
I pull up the zip zap. I pull up the zip zap.
Oh, God.
Lick the blade.
Shit on. Once that ends, Berty steps forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to say, Selina, you would have been... You can be within 10 feet. Do you want to be on the front lines or no?
Wherever you put me is where I'm at.
I don't feel good about putting you on the front line.
Okay.
So he steps forward and is going to make, as part of his action, he's going to make 3 attacks. Or sorry, 2 attacks since he used Hellfire.
Rolled a 2. You piece of shit.
You could feel this aura wash over you as he approaches, but it doesn't seem to be affecting anyone yet. This kind of deathly presence, this marshal of negative energy.
Ugh.
First attack against... So left, right. Oh no. 15 against Justice.
Nope.
14 against Civilius.
Nope.
Rolled real low. So he... with his
Get
void,
shit on!
with his void saber, it's like vroom, vroom, over your 2 heads, but you both aptly dodge it. That is his turn. Cloaky is going to move you where?
Yeah, Cloaky's gonna move me up and over, like, probably about here. I think Cloaky can get me, how many feet do I remember? 20?
20.
Yeah, alright, so up and over, so around about here. So if you put Cloaky there and me there, that's good.
So I will say, all things diagonal, you were 10 feet up in the air, you were 20 feet. I'll say you're like 30 feet up in the air now.
Okay, that's fine.
Alrighty.
That's fine with me. At least for now.
Cloaky shoots over the shadow snare, but you see the void saber cut it midair.
That's fine.
He tried.
Listen, Cloaky
He
does
actually rolled
plenty.
really high, but he missed.
Cloaky does plenty even when they're not able to do the shadow snare or attack.
Justice. The shadow dagger fades from your hand.
And so, like, there's 2 of me now.
Yes.
And I'm just going to look down at my hand and bonus action, and I'll bring it back. And then I'll say, that was not nice. And I'm going to go in for him.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Nat 20.
Natural 20.
Alrighty, so I have my sneak attack damage. I have the dagger damage. So 2d6 plus 2d8. My void jumper is only applied to unarmed damage, and that's all that gets. That's all she rolls.
Storm jumpers.
Storm jumpers.
Void jumpers.
Void jumpers.
You rolled with advantage because in dim light, yeah?
Correct.
Okay.
That is.
Sounded like a lot.
19 times 2 is
38.
38 plus 4.
42.
42 points of damage.
Woo! So with the initial, there's this kind of... could you please tell me the types, the various types?
Psychic.
It's all psychic?
Yep.
You're correct. You're good.
Okay.
Ooh.
Second attack.
Second attack. Not
You
doing
have the extra attack feature.
not doing stunning strike just yet because I think that he's really resistant. But
Yeah, he's a paladin.
yeah,
Sure is.
natural 20
Yep.
Get fucked! Get shit on!
Holy shit.
and natural 1 on the other.
Which one was the green one?
The green one was the nat 1, so that would have been bad on a disadvantage. The copper one was the one that did the nat 20s both times. So that's 5, 10, 14 more points of damage.
Ooh, you doubled all your dice.
Yes.
Okay. So with 2 successive strikes from the Shadow Dagger, he seems to be trying to kind of parry your blows with his Void Saber. And you can see this one force of Psychic, the one force of Necrotic clash occasionally, but with each parry you kind of dagger into his kidney. And he is a master swordsman, but you definitely got the better of him in that exchange.
Yeah, and I'll just for effect, the mirror will be on the other side of him now,
Yes.
flanking him.
And you can see he's blocking about 3 or 4 attacks for every attack you give him, but
Right.
you are still able to find purchase. He's like Count Dooku.
Excellent.
So Velius, it's your turn.
Fully to 15.
All right. I'm already in my blade song, and he's already right up against me. So I'm just going to hit him twice with boom and blade.
Alrighty.
Going at it. Not a nat 20.
No, I was
Two
hoping.
nat 20s. Holy
High
shit.
inspiration.
I do have inspiration.
Gotta give it out on those 2 nat 20s.
That's so
This is
good.
gonna hit.
So
Makes
good.
up for my dead my dead fight last time.
19 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. Meat.
And tip of the iceberg.
I should.
Okay. D10, D8?
D8. Roll high, buddy.
7. Okay.
Good,
That's not
good,
bad.
good.
So that would have been 17 plus 7. So, what, 24.
It does hit, however.
Shield.
No. They are going to use their action to parry and add 6 to their armor class. So you go in for one
Yeah.
blow and he easily deflects it, and you very quickly come back around for a secondary kind of offhand strike, and he already has the Void Saber up and deflects the blade of the Vizier. God. And he says, I heard you were a great swordsman. The rumors must have been more myth than legend.
Oh, shit.
Is that your turn?
Buddy.
Yes.
Okay. Alric's turn.
Ooh, listen.
Alric.
Alric, we're all real hurt.
Oh, that's true, actually.
We're all really, really, really
Oh,
hurt.
that's true. Yeah.
Really, really, really hurt.
I'm not used to healing. Alric will conjure up a massive force of healing energy and cast Mass Cure Wounds. He slams it on the ground,
and it's
washing out.
max because I maintained concentration on these.
So that is 3d8 plus 5. So what is that? That's 29. 8 times 3 is 29.
All right,
Yeah.
29. Good. That's a good start.
And if you are affected, I don't think any of you are, but if you are affected, because he's an Abjuration Cleric, Arcane Cleric, if you're affected against a spell 5th level or lower that which you would like to end, you may end it.
Really quick, the 6 points of damage from the gloves, kind of dumped it in the last one, or do you want me to just do it on the next one?
You just do it on the next one.
Okay,
6th one
If
has
you
the
get
other, but,
another one.
try to remember.
exactly.
And I would need to know the type. It's fire, right?
Right.
So, okay.
Yep.
So that is Alaric's action.
I got so excited
Washing
by the
over
next
y'all, and then he's gonna just take a step 5, 10, 15, and he's gonna take a step behind Selina. He's like, you could turn into a dragon.
That's right. That's
You
right.
can turn into a dragon.
We all know who the top is in that relationship.
I mean,
Glitch's turn, and Glitch is going to.
I
Which-
forgot Gaius is 1 minute.
It is. Glitch. Well, Glitch is going to pull out his rapier, which he would already had out, but he does for the drama. He looks over and sees that your psychic attacks work, so he's going to make 2 attacks. Oh, never mind. He's not a Spree Slammer. He's still going to make 2 attacks. First one misses. Second one misses. Oh, okay, Glitch. Ching, ching. And he's like,
He's
this
trying.
guy really is quite good. Is anyone else who needs a little more healing? Then he would definitely heal you.
could he not do his grammar inspiration?
Oh, sure. Everyone gets 8 temp.
Nice.
And you can use your reaction to move half your speed if you want to. It does use your reaction.
I will stay put.
Yep.
The gargoyle of bone stands up with these impossibly long arms from its massive bone-like form gaunt, huge, massive claws, and even though for its size, incredibly quick and lithe. So it's like, and it comes barreling down on you, Justice. Actually, what it does is you see it jump, and then it just disappears, and then reappears.
Oh,
I love it.
oh no.
Yeah, it's super not good.
Yeah, I can tell.
Spank me, Daddy.
Wow.
It's fun. I have almost double the normal hit points. I'm virtually unkillable.
Hey, 3rd time's the charm.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be here. So where it is right now, it's hanging just above you with one claw, and then it swipes down at all of you.
Ugh.
I need everybody except for Alric to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Whoop.
Is this one that I would get advantage on? I don't think so.
No, you're good. You don't.
Is this an attack or
Nope.
is this okay?
It's a saving throw.
Yikes.
My
Oh,
die-
yikes.
Yeah,
My
of
dice
course
are
you're- of
terrible.
course you're a good Gilly. 1 second. Justice?
18.
You're good.
13.
Take 34 points of necrotic damage.
I certainly
14.
do.
14 total?
Yeah.
You're good.
Oh, shit.
Yep. And then Cassandra. She's good. So this death energy kind of gets pulled from all of you. Only one of you took the damage, actually, apparently. Good rolls, folks.
How did Cassandra get very hurt by that fire and stuff from Berty? Or did Berty
Oh, that's...
not?
Actually, I forgot to roll for her.
Is she even alive?
She's good.
Okay.
She's just dead.
She took no damage. You see her jump and spin when that hellfire went off and land.
Nice.
Yep. Okay.
That smile.
That's more of that feeds more of Alexis's theories.
Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That smile. What is she gonna be? She's not.
She has evasion.
I don't think it's what y'all think, but we'll see. She does definitely have evasion. That marks it.
Yep. Uh-huh.
So that is the gargoyle's turn. Not as
Feeding my theories.
Selina.
Oh, finally. So there's a lot I could do, but we're going to try and heat metal. And I'm going to try to heat all of the metal on Berty.
It happens. There's no save.
That's right.
That's only save if they can drop it, which he can't because it's his armor. So
if his sword is also made of metal.
it's not.
Okay.
It's made of void.
Even the
Yeah.
handle?
It's not metal.
Okay, perfect.
So the metal of his armor heats up. And when does the damage happen on heat metal? It's
Yes, it happens twice. You cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast the spell. Until the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on each of your subsequent
Are you
turns
casting
to
it at
cause
second
damage
level?
Again. Yes.
Go ahead and roll the 2d8.
Hot.
It now has a disadvantage on
attack rolls.
and ability checks
Yep.
until the start of your next
Yep.
turn.
Yep.
Nice.
That is... Okay, I can roll
This
good
is-
d8s.
This is my mother blasphemy. Use that
12.
spell all the time.
12.
So
Wow.
Fire. You see him take
so
full damage.
punishing.
So,
He starts to burn. Ah!
that is my action.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to keep concentration on that.
Mm-hmm.
And everything else I can do, unless someone's super hurt, I can do a healing word.
Mm-hmm.
I could still use a little if you were giving them out.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and do healing word. That's 1d4 plus 4, so that's 8 for you.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay. You're done?
I believe so. It was my action, my bonus action, and then I can't back up. Is there any room behind Alric to back up at all?
Yep. Pots and-
Okay,
there's
then I
pots
would
and
push the two of us back.
You can't move him, but you can go through a square.
Okay, because I would want to get out of arm's reach of the thing if it's because it's right above us,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
I just,
Moving will
So-
provoke an attack for opportunity.
oh, then I'll stay where I'm at.
Yep.
All right.
Hi, me Bomias. Hi from K Child.
We know K Childs.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Hey, K Childs.
Hey.
Hey.
So you're
Related
gonna
to
stay
Julia
there.
Child.
That's right.
Sorry.
Hello!
No, never mind. Ignore
All
me.
right. So, Justice, you are sitting there duking it out with Berty, and out of the corner of your eye, you just see this kind of strange and kind of smaller ghost-like creature, spectral-like creature with, instead of hands, has these spikes, and it just kind of looks at you with its very empty eyes as it kind of phases around this pillar that you're next
That's what I
to.
should have done.
No!
Oh, that's super
no.
not good.
And goes to attack you.
No!
Oh, no.
It's going to have advantage.
Ah! Why?
23 to hit. Excuse me, 24.
With mirror image, I
Yes.
rolled my thing.
Yes.
It attacked one of my duplicates.
All right.
Yes!
Goes through one of the duplicates. Second attack. Oh, not good. 19.
Miss, and misses the duplicate too.
Oh, you didn't roll one of your duplicates?
I did, but it still would have missed.
Oh, yeah.
You have to roll when they
duplicates
attack.
have your armor class?
Yeah.
So it slides through and misses one of your duplicates. You just see it kind of put together its two little spike hands.
Ooh.
Cassandra's turn. Like that. Cassandra
What
is
you doing, girl?
going to use her action to disengage. 5, 10, 15, 5. Oh yeah, this thing, she can move through it. 5, 10, because it's above her. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And she's going to end up there. She's going to use her bonus action to help Sylvelius.
Fucking do it! Sorry.
So you see her tuck and roll, and she's
Sorry, I knew it.
and as she rolls through this space and disengages, she looks at and she shoots a light crossbow at Bernie, an arrow, and it kind of tings his void saber to the side, giving you advantage on your next attack.
I'm sorry, Matthew. I was wrong about the AC. What was the attack roll? It's
19.
It's 19. It would have hit and
Okay.
dispelled the other one.
Okay, it's gone. Are you out of the?
I have one more.
Thank you. All right. So that is Cassandra's turn.
Because I can't choose not to have it roll. I think it says each time it attacks, you roll to determine if it attacks one of your duplicates.
Yeah, correct.
It's not.
yeah,
It's not voluntary.
yeah, I just thought you meant. I don't know what the thing's AC was.
It's 10 plus my dex modifier.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's fine. Another one of these little things appears next to you, Sibelius.
Nice. Okay.
It's going to attack you twice. It has
The
advantage.
face, Matthew, why?
Because they're so happy.
22 to hit you.
It matches my AC.
Because I can drop fairy fire on them, and anything that is around would be outlined.
You're using your reaction, or
But also the
yeah.
bad guys
I
get
will use
advantage
shield.
too.
you shield?
I will shield, because that will give me +5 until my next turn. Where do you guys?
23.
Miss with the shield, because my effective AC is
So, 27.
7.
so it goes against your shield that you erect. Ding, ding, bounces off, and you just see it go quack, quack.
Oh, I love these things.
Oh no.
Gilly, it's your turn. You see these two spectral figures appear, and your friends are surrounded by undead menaces.
Oh
Death Knight, a dread Templar in the midst.
no! It's very bad.
It's very bad.
Why is the D&D Beyond overlay so tiny? I can't read it. Who's still hurt?
I am very
Selina.
fine.
I'm sorry, I can't look.
Selina.
Okay, there we go. It redid the thing. Okay, so it's just me and Selina that are still that are hurt. Okay, so that's that helps that.
I love them. Can I have one?
You as a pet, as a treat.
As a treat.
As a treat, you can have one.
Thank you.
It'll always be trying to kill you, but you can have one.
That's fine.
Just like cut it.
Stop. I put like little gloves on its hands.
Sneaky little Neo.
How hurt does that bone golem thing look?
It's fine.
Hasn't been touched.
Barely. It's taking
I
20
hit it.
damage or something like that.
Yeah, I hit it for 22 damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. As a treat, I hit it for 22 damage. Fuck. All right.
Oh, you know what? Well, then he would have healed, but I forgot to roll for the NPCs for the
Shit.
Alaric's fine. Alaric took some damage, but he healed that 28.
I don't actually know what
So
to
he's
do.
got -7.
Run!
She is so good.
Puppy just like drifting her way.
That's
Oh,
right.
I'm going back to the glide.
We're leaving! it!
We're gonna have cake.
We make s'mores and hot cocoa.
We're gonna go back to the glide where
That's
everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
And the mist doesn't hide unspeakable horrors.
No, it definitely doesn't. Yeah, it definitely doesn't do that.
Gonna go hang out with the mushroom forest and the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
That's right. I think that I will just, rip off another patch because I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do.
Yep. Cast shield now. Everyone.
The bone thing
they
cast
all
shield?
everything cast shield
The room.
for free.
For free.
If it's a patch, 74 plus 7.
Yep, I've got it.
It's not a reaction. They can just
How many
They-
patches does this thing have?
6.
Yeah, the Robostars is no joke. It can also at will go. She can also at will go into like the the astral plane or the ethereal
I
plane.
have to check that because that's the thing I haven't wanted to do yet.
Unless you want to go back to the bathroom, don't do that for 24 hours.
Oh, that's true.
Wow.
Wait,
I love D&D for this exact reason.
when you really need to go.
Insane interactions.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't do that. So, like... So do the patches
26
replenish?
points of force damage.
Oh.
It's a major item. Could you repeat that? I'm sorry.
26 points of force damage.
Thank you. Creature's looking more injured now. Properly injured.
Good. Good. Alright. And then, I think I'll be using a healing word on Selina.
Oh, yay. So I get 10 back?
10.
Yes.
Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think so. I might have... That thing is quite tall. Am I near anything where it would be able to, get at me?
It can teleport.
Right, but I mean, am I near anything I can hold
You
on
currently
to?
are.
How can I get away from what I can hold on to?
Maybe a little bit more, but not too much more to the left. And you can also just keep going straight up. You have 70 feet left to keep going straight up. That's your best bet, actually.
So it's like a lofted crypt.
Oh yeah, it's a cavern. Yeah.
Nice.
A giant cathedral.
I think maybe just, over right here is probably good.
Okay. 5
Right?
feet over.
And then up a few feet higher, which would put me, you know me. I just need to make sure that I'm within healing and counterspell distance.
Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Berty's turn. Does not get to recharge that.
Thank
Hellfire.
the gods.
Yeah.
Berty is going to cast a spell.
Counterspell?
Okay, you've all never. Since we're getting higher level, I'm going to try to make sure that I'm going to try to say the name of the spell, just so you all know.
Okay.
But for this case, you've never seen this spell before. I've never cast this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll counterspell that for sure.
Because like lightning bolt, blight, disintegrate, power word kill. You've seen these enough to where.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very familiar.
Like I've seen that.
Mage Slayer also.
Go ahead and roll the attack. And Gilly, go ahead and roll your counterspell roll. It is higher than 3rd level.
25.
You hit. They are going to parry your attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Plus.
Is that their reaction?
Yep. Awesome. They just got it back.
Oh, plenty. It's in the 20s.
Okay. You counterspell. The spell was Destructive Wave. You could feel the thunders and necrotic energy swell all around you as he kind of does the Nappa lift of energy. Dragon Ball Z reference.
Yeah.
And the spell is fizzled. They are then going to make 3 attacks since it's a spell.
Oh, I just
Wow, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah. That particular combination brought to you by Mordenkainen's Double Foes.
Oh, good.
They're going to make an attack against you, Justice, by starting out. They don't have advantage.
Okay.
16.
Miss.
Misses. Make a second attack against you. 18.
Miss.
Roll them like shit. And then the last attack is... Civilius, is your shield still up?
Yes.
He
No,
wants to.
no,
he wants
do
to.
it.
He's
wants
too
it.
smart. He's
he
too
wants
smart.
it.
But is he that?
23.
23. That would hit. Oh wait, I forgot to roll
Your mirror image.
Yeah,
Roll a d20.
I have only one duplicate left.
Yep.
That's an 11 exactly.
You're good. So he strikes out the last mirror images and he looks up. He's like, sneaky.
I'm just gonna maintain eye contact with him.
That's his action. Destructive Wave was part of his action. He is going to cast a spell's bonus action, Misty Step.
I cannot do anything about that.
Use shield as my reaction.
He used. Oh, you.
I used
your action
Mage Slayer to
there.
stabby stab.
So you see him disappear in a vaporous cloud of death smoke and appear away from you as he reclaims the kind of position, and you see him raise the Void Saber high above, and as he enters a different stance. Cookie is gonna move you a little. Cookie stops, and Cookie's like, it just moves you straight up instead of one over.
Wise. It's wise.
And Cookie pulls out the longsword and is like, towards Berty.
Yay! I love Clumpy so much.
The soul of a chivalrous knight. Chivalrous knight.
Aww.
Justice, it's your turn.
He is the best.
So your quarry just teleported away from you.
I'm going
He's
to.
standing with his saber held high.
I clack my boots together.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. All the three creatures over here. I don't think he's within 30 feet. Wait, is it 30 feet or 60
He would be.
feet?
Oh, he should
Yeah.
have rolled all of those attacks at disadvantage because he was burned by his armor.
Same roll for justice.
Okay, I
Got it.
apologize.
Yep, you're good. Thank you. Thank you for the
Oh,
reminder.
good call.
I'm gonna put a little marker on him. We'll
Yeah,
fire.
that's good. That's good.
So they all have to make me dexterity saving throws or take 3d6 lightning.
Well, that's cocked. I can't take that. Was really high, but it's cocked. The two quiet are good. The golem rolled a 2 and will take the lightning damage.
Good.
Nice.
So as you clap your heels together, lightning shoots out, and you see the two little creatures that are like, they just both put their claws up, and the lightning reflects. But the bone golem looks down as the lightning bolt smacks into its chest.
They take 11 points of lightning damage. Or it takes
Alrighty.
11 points of lightning damage. And I'm going to appear adjacent to Berty.
Okay.
That was my bonus
There?
action. Yep, sure.
When you say adjacent, I just have to guess.
Yeah, that's... I'll be on the other side, closer to where Gilly is.
Justice, Duke of Mercinia.
And then I'm going to make my dual attacks against him.
The Duke of Justice.
26.
Let me double check something. 26 does hit because the parry only
Get
applies.
shit off!
The parry only applies to the first attack.
Shield.
Get fucked.
Oh, that's good.
Some swordsman he is.
Does Sibelius say that? Thought you were a great swordsman.
29 points of necrotic damage and 6 points of fire damage.
Necrotic?
Sorry, psychic damage.
Just say awkward.
Psychic damage. I was looking up...
29 and 6.
29 and 6.
6 is the fire.
Yep.
You're good.
It takes all the fire.
Okay.
Okay.
And you know what? Just for shits and giggles, Stunning Strike.
I wonder when you would say it.
Don't forget he has ungodly saves.
13.
Fails! Oh, snap!
No legendary?
Nope.
Wow!
Nope. He has no-
What is this, Matthew? Are you even trying? I'm kidding. I'm
Careful.
kidding, obviously.
Don't.
Don't.
Twin power
So all I get, I already have advantage on attacks. He just doesn't get a thing.
He's not a legendary creature.
All right.
He's not the legendary creature that guards the city.
Nope, he sure isn't.
All right.
It's okay. Shell tracks can't fit under here.
Let's go. Natural.
You know white dragons burrow, right?
Yeah, they
Matthew,
sure do.
Natural 20.
Damn.
Yes!
I should have done that on the sneak attack.
Get shit on!
Yeah. I'm still very proud of my pog.
14 plus 4. 18 more points of psychic damage.
Okay, he's bloodied.
Nice.
All right.
And that was my bonus. Yeah. Okay.
Don't worry, the real villain here is Cassandra. It's
When he
fine.
teleports away, I'm just going to say very quietly, like not loud enough for anyone else to hear. I'll say, "Where do you think you're going, Will?"
Is glitch resistant to
Is that your
cold or
turn?
me?
That's my turn. That was my
He's at
bonus,
least
my
resistant.
attack. I'm not going to move anywhere, so I'm good.
Sevelius.
All right. I will take a 5-foot step forward, and I don't think I provoke from anyone. And then I will steal wind strike. Everyone.
Yeah!
Gordon, your
fuck
first
their
attack
shit
is an
up.
advantage.
Okay, so
Yeah.
my attack against him is at advantage because of
Yes.
Cassandra's help.
Yes.
So my first one at advantage, I will take against the bone golem.
Okay.
16 on the dice plus 10, so 26.
Hits.
All right,
Why are you not using
attack on Berty.
Was that worse?
23 to hit.
23 to hit. Berty?
Yeah.
Hits.
All right.
You remember you have advantage because he's stunned.
That
right?
was
That was
advantage.
advantage.
Yeah. All right, now 2 regular attacks
Yep.
against the quiet ones. 17 to hit.
Double check. 17 hits.
All right. And nat 20 on the second one.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll me 5d10 or 60 60
60
And just double and just tell me the amount and I'll double it against the last quiet one.
2, 3, 4.
Love Steel Wind Strike.
Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna roll it in roll
That's half the fun.
20. 33.
Force damage, yeah?
Yep.
And so that's 66 versus the quiet one.
Correct.
Mm.
I can't use Obliterating Departure because that would hurt Glitch.
The quiet dissipates since it was force damage. Holy shit. Just completely disintegrated. Berty takes the damage. And then so you now have your Displacer Beast caught.
Correct. And I will take my extra melee attack against Berty as well.
Okay, so go ahead and appear by him.
Yeah, sorry.
We're friends.
So right up there to the side of Justice.
Love
Come
this.
on.
Mm-hmm.
My rolls are so shit.
15, 20,
So shit.
21.
You did.
21.
21 hits. He doesn't have parry. Yeah, I'll have to remember his stance.
8.
But
Do you
he
need the type
Can't use his stance
separate?
'cause he's stunned.
Do you need the type separate, or is he resistant to force or piercing?
He is. You're good. You should
Okay.
be good
Yeah,
on your
it's just
damage
force
types.
piercing.
Yep.
Remember to
Okay.
declare knockout.
Yeah, so it's all knockout
Okay.
against him. I don't think I'll take him out.
I'm
though.
assuming y'all are trying to achieve your goals,
Correct.
which is
Well,
a big assumption
it is
on
a
my
big
part.
assumption.
It's 13.
17 total.
17. All right, so you disappear from sight. This specter of Sevilla is teleporting around the room. In its wake, the quiet is just destroyed. And then you land next to Berty in his stunned form. You can see that form that he adapted, that stance, kind of start to drop because of the stun. You strike into his chest.
I thought you were a good salesman.
Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Alric looks around. Y'all are doing good. Alric looks around. He says, you there. And he casts a spell at the bone golem. Who eats shit. And you see the bone, and a -1 charisma saving throw. You see the bone golem pop out of existence. Let me double check something. No, that's enough. The bone golem just vanishes. And Alric holds the sigils in place for banishment.
Hot.
Yes.
Glitch's turn.
Yes.
Glitch steps forward and looks the silence in the cavernous eyes that aren't there. And you see Glitch's eyes turn into these circling blue.
Yeah.
And he says, obey.
I knew it!
And the silence just kind of lowers its head. God! Gargoyle Bone is out of the fight. Selina.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and throw a thorn whip.
Okay.
At the Duke of Mercinia.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to. If there is damage, I want to hold him with the thorn whip. Is kind of what I'm trying to do.
Go ahead and make an
So-
attack roll at advantage. Are you saying you're wanting to forgo damage to basically wrap him up instead?
Yes.
Okay. We can find out.
Oh, that is a 19 on the dice plus
Definitely hits.
9 is 28.
He can't parry and he can't benefit from his stance because he is stunned.
Yeah. So that is 28 to hold him
That was
in
clutch.
thorn whip.
I will say you have him grappled till the start of your next turn.
Perfect.
Speed is 0.
And then, how is he looking?
Oh, he's looking rough.
Alrighty. Then I'm going to go ahead. So the wording, I just want to make sure that we're specific. If a creature is holding or wearing an object and takes the damage from it, the creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. If it doesn't drop the object, it has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Yep. So because it's his armor, he can't drop it, so he just stays
Got it.
on him.
Then I will go ahead and add that 2d8 fire.
Go ahead, do it.
It's cooking him alive.
Oh yeah, heat metal is
God.
real nasty. I kept it a long time as my druid. I never got to use it. But
Double fours, 8
8
points of
fire.
fiber damage.
continues to cook him. Is that your turn?
So that was my bonus action. That's my action. I don't need to move anywhere because the bone golem is banished. And I've not taken any damage. So yeah, that's my turn.
Oh,
And
this
he
is
still
too
has
good.
disadvantage on his attack rolls and ability checks
Oh,
until
yeah.
the start of his next turn.
This is too good.
Oh no.
Silence's turn. Silence passes. Does not succeed on its saving throw to resist glitch at the end of its turn.
Mm-hmm.
Cassandra's turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. Cassandra
Oh no.
stands right there
Oh
in
no.
between all of you.
Oh no.
You see her raise her hand crossbow. I win. She pulls it. Oh yeah.
Does it hit?
It does.
Cutting words.
Okay.
5.
It still hits.
Okay. I tried.
She looks over at you and gives you a curious look.
Hey, what did you... I thought you didn't want it. That's all the cutting words is.
She wanted it.
She might be.
Not a couple.
You see
So
the
much
hand crossbow
confirmation for me.
go into his shoulder, and he goes unconscious.
I thought you didn't want to kill him.
She looks over to you. He's not dead. And she puts away his hand crossbow.
That went much better than I could have anticipated.
You're a capable group.
We do our best. We have our moments.
I'm going to... Is the dark saber there?
Yeah. Void Saber.
Void saber,
Please
sorry.
don't get us destroyed by Disney.
No, Disney, please don't come
Yeah,
for us.
thanks.
I'm going to, before I pick this up, what do you like to identify it? Determine if it is dangerous.
I don't know why you're looking at me. I can't do that. He can.
I can if we have time, but I don't know about staying down here. We should probably skedaddle.
If you want to take it with you, wrap it in something
Yeah.
before you touch it.
Okay, I'll wrap a thing and pick it up.
I can
Put it in the
identify it later. We
Yes.
should get going.
Can't wait to use it.
And I will turn to Cassandra. What now?
Glitch, can you stabilize him?
Oh, yeah. And he's stabilized.
Thanks.
She
Don't need
says-
him dying.
She says, well, when Shellatrax will come back, but we'll have to... She says, the way I see it, Mercinia and Eastwing, the one roadblock I had, is gone. I can now rule in my own right. But the last roadblock to this whole puzzle in order for our war effort. If I step forward a little bit. The Shellatrax. We have to deal with her when she returns.
What is her contract with the city?
She believes she's benefited greatly from the contracts with the Voragesh and the changing power in the church. I can't persuade her otherwise. When she learns of what we've done here, in fact, I think she will know, her retribution will be mighty. Her anger unending.
Then we will have to be ready.
If we are ready, it should be outside of the city so that she doesn't damage or hurt anyone.
I think we should make our defense of the city either at sea or in the Alabaster welcoming. At port.
Is that where she will be weakest?
It's where the people will be the safest. I don't think she's weak anywhere.
Indeed. And what do we do with him now?
We have jails for... Sorry. Might have just hit all of our names, I'm not really sure. Okay. I got it back to wherever it was. Where is the promo? Hello, promo site. She says we have cells for people like him.
Do you think the rest of the gods and the keep will follow you?
I think so.
Are you worried about him being held here where loyalists might try to fray him?
I have my own loyalists now. People who are unhappy with what the church did. The city is the city of faith. We have believers here. Not all of them are like the examiners of the South and the people who made these deals.
Right.
It's good to know.
I've dropped heat metal just to make sure.
Can someone clip that?
Cooking his corpse.
Just so unintended consequences or not.
Thank you, Chromatic Chimera, for the raid. We hope, I believe it's Agora's Bells this week. I hope Agora's Bells went very well.
Yeah.
Aww. Everyone out there, make sure you're not only following Dice Priority, but make sure you're following Chromatic Chimera as well. Two
That's right.
terrific
That's
channels.
right.
Awesome channel.
But yeah, so basically the moment he went down, I dropped.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. That's kind of like an instant thing.
I just wanted to put it out there.
Absolutely, I appreciate it.
God.
About the whole port thing, I'm a little nervous about being near water right now.
Why?
Well, the Kraken was talking to me last night. Y'all, it was not great.
Y'all.
That was Alexis slipping in there.
Cassandra looks over to
time.
Selina.
Oh.
The Kraken that you sent Shellatrax after.
Yeah. Listen, it's real. It wants like everything. It's not good.
It's a Kraken. I'm not sure what you expected.
Well, I wasn't
It's okay.
ever really truly convinced that they existed until we saw that one.
So I kind of look at her and be like,
I've only read about them in like fantasy books. So
we passed through the Kraken to get to Dysangela earlier this year. It is a long story.
What?
We're just gonna...
Yeah.
Cassandra goes, what the hell
thought
kind of
it-
sentence was that?
help me or something.
One I never thought I'd utter, but here we are.
We live exciting and interesting lives.
I'll say.
So,
I did not know that a Kraken existed until we encountered it.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
So, it knows us from previous, so if it figured out that the dragon coming was connected to us somehow, here we are.
How would it find something like that out?
It's not like one of us reached out to it
Yeah,
telepathically and
that would be
spoke
a
to it with
terrible
our minds.
idea.
Right, it's not like
And
you
that
wrote
thing
it
is-
in a note.
You don't have to keep rubbing that in.
Did she tell us that she'd done that?
I did.
Yeah.
Remember?
Oh, yeah,
I'm
she
trying
did.
to cover for her. Oh my god, guys.
Selena's trying to cover for her.
I forgot.
It
Yes, it's not.
is. The rest of you are terrible friends.
Well,
Justice is forgivable.
let's get Berty locked up,
I'm not going to give you your gifts.
and we'll deal
Don't
with
read
the
it.
ocean being our enemy when we need it the most another time.
Did it say what it wanted?
You know, I tried to do something interesting for the story, and this is where we get.
Did the Kraken take down Shellatrax?
It is interesting.
I hate you for this.
Thank you for this.
Ah, your anger sustains me. My resolve has never been stronger.
Happy birthday! I hate you.
I've never been more powerful.
Did it say what it wanted?
Yeah, like dominion over everything. So that's, it's no big deal. It just wants to unmake everything and make everything in its, control. It's fine. It's fine.
Is Shellatrax coming back?
Well, I don't think they engaged. I don't think Shellatrax found the Kraken based on what the Kraken said to me. So.
But the Kraken found Shellatrax. then.
Yep, the Kraken sure found Shellatrax, and
Oh,
I don't know if.
okay. Well, that's fun. Well, she's coming back. She's probably going to be frustrated.
She could be a little angry.
I
Yeah.
mean, the Kraken may be following her too then.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a thing. Absolutely.
Cassandra goes, you know what would be great if you all went and resurrected that gold dragon? Because it
Uh,
sounds like we're going to need the help.
That would
I
help.
think so.
Yeah.
How long do you think we have before?
A day or two?
Alright, that should give us enough time to prepare. And get Maze of
That's
Air.
not enough days for Mesa to recover, but we could try.
It's a lot of greater restorations all at once. Between
Maybe
you,
Tessadris
me.
would help.
You think?
I mean,
I-
she's a healer.
True.
We
I
could
mean-
always ask. This is one of those things that she might be willing to help with.
Don't we have to go back to Cragland?
I mean, yes, of
as well?
course. We won't be here.
Yeah. Would she be willing to meet us there?
Um,
Do you know?
I'll
Do you have a
ask.
personal relationship with Tessadris?
Well, the only time I have met her, I met her twice, and the first time was very nice. The second time she was trying to kill us, so, or at least stop us
there
from,
was that.
so,
It would seem that we have an equally opportunistic chance of her either aiding us or attempting to kill us.
but,
When you were resurrected,
It's all
how
about
many
protecting
days
the
did you
glide.
have? Where you were.
It's 4 or 5 days.
yeah, it was bad.
You come back with exhaustion 5, and it takes 24 hours for each. It takes a long rest for each one of those, so 5 days. And
Or a greater rest,
Cassandra's, yes, Cassandra will say, it probably took her. You told me where the Kraken was. It took her 3 days to get out there. It will hopefully take 3 days to get back.
So,
So 2 or 3.
with enough greater restoration, we can remove exhaustion as
Right.
long as her mind can catch up that quickly.
Right.
We can take the physical ailments away between the two of us.
It's like the
And also,
The
we don't even know
adrenaline
that
shot
she's
to
going
the
to be
heart.
willing to fight right after that.
it's 5 of
This
them.
is all a big one.
Go fight a
Here's the
Kraken.
thing: we need to bring her back anyway, and if she decides she's not in for it, then she's not in for it. But we need to at least try to bring her back.
I mean, we should get going now and start the process.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, we need as much time as possible.
I'll cast sending whenever it's time that we're gonna be moving on. I'll cast sending ahead of time to Exemeter Callie to let her know that the diamonds are secured and start preparations.
Okay.
And I would cast sending to Mima, who probably has an actual relationship with Tessadris, and ask if she could make that request to
Okay.
maybe help bring Mesa back.
Cassandra, are you fine staying here?
I have a small request if you can spare the manpower, and she points to Glitch and Alric. Is there any chance these two strapping men can stay behind, make sure I'm protected, and help me get things in order here?
I mean, as long as Alric gives us the diamonds.
I can send them along to the friends. I could send you with them since you'll go into Cali, yeah? And he'll give you the box that they're in, this little clockwork organism.
And then, I had a thought and then I lost it.
Glitch is actually very powerful in terms of, and skilled and capable in bringing people back from the dead. I actually thought he'd be pretty helpful bringing Mesa back.
Glitch says, Callie's twice as skilled as I am. She can't do it.
You don't think there's any, based on the nature of the way that Mesa was killed, you don't think that there's anything that you would know that she wouldn't?
I think I've taught you all that you need to know. The lessons that we've been having.
Okay.
You're a more powerful spellcaster than I am.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Oh. Thanks.
I was going to step on it, but I decided not to.
Thanks. We need wholesome moments every once in a while.
No. That's up to y'all. I don't do wholesome.
Where's the closest teleportation circle to Cragmandu?
In Cragmandu.
Do we have?
Did we learn one?
Do we have legal access to that one?
I mean, I don't think they'll deny us if we teleport in with that access.
You have a Bodok hole you can teleport into.
Oh god, no.
You have teleport
Correct.
that you can get pretty close. I don't think you have a circle that you have memorized from
I
Cragman.
don't yet, because I don't think at that point I had the circle.
Would we
I have
must?
the Tower of Silence, which is the closest point-ish.
Oh, do we have the tower, the circle at the temple from Callie? Didn't she give it to us in a dream?
She did, because y'all teleported in
That's
there for
right.
the meeting with the Duke.
Yeah.
That's right.
Such
okay.
good memory.
That's what I was wondering too. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was getting that inkling too.
Good,
So
good.
then I'll look at you. Could you see if we can use that circle?
When I cast Sending to Callie, I'll ask that as well.
Yep.
And then when we get to our goodbyes, I've got a thing.
Okay.
So.
So this is kind of all while you're getting Berty settled, and a guard that she trusts, is going to be standing watch, and she says, Dread Templar Eelgar sure won't be happy, but he'll take his orders. Thank you all so much for helping me win back this territory. We can now finally start doing right by the people of not only Mercinia, but all of Eastwing. The fight for Mercinia isn't over just yet. We have an ancient dragon to contend with.
Is there anything that she would want more that we could negotiate?
There's nothing Shellatrax wants more than to win. This is her territory. She sees this city as her lair. There's nothing she won't do to get it back.
Oh, and we also stole her hoard, so she's probably not going to be too happy about that.
Correct. She's the guardian of the Alabaster Welcoming.
Fucking cities are weird. Shit.
Mm-hmm. That's why it was suggested to be
Real
outside
bad.
the city.
It's
Huh.
real bad.
Weird.
Layer actions,
Yeah.
Does the
Real
island
bad.
count as part of the city?
Oh no, Iversmith is its own mayor.
What about that auditorium?
The
Oh wait, that's
Brewst?
Fort Mountain Hall. Never mind.
Yeah.
I was thinking about what about the one that's outside of the city, but that was in Fort Mountain Hall. Though.
Yeah, and that's the amphitheater is in the
Okay.
Titanlands where
Right,
Count
right, right,
Dracula
right.
is.
Yeah, that's. I was thinking about a completely different thing. Never mind. Ignore
Yeah,
me.
giggle over
Sounds
there.
like a pretty cool guy.
Just go to the Titanlands, get eaten by vampires. That'll show her.
It'll be fine. Jesus.
The vampires will side with us, right? Allies.
Allies.
Admin list.
So she says, so no, I don't think there's any negotiating. But we can certainly fend her off. Get the battlements ready, the troops in order. And prepare for war.
Will the people follow you?
Yes.
Then all we can do is prepare.
Ever since Selina and you all did what you did, and Selina made contact with me, I've been training under certain operatives. Not from the College of Whispers, but from the hands that help.
Bless you.
And the Heathens Collective. Have been training me in their ways. I understand a lot about the world now that I didn't used to. They trained me to be one of their own.
You certainly demonstrated that you are capable.
I'm getting there. I'm a far cry from where you all are. But I'm getting there.
In time.
It is better to be able to defend yourself.
Exactly. Thank you all so much. I hope we can win this one in a few days' time.
And I feel like all of his speech is sincere.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She's a mastermind rogue, but she's
She
on your side.
She sure is a mastermind rogue. fucking knew it. Fucking knew it.
And then we will see what comes after. One battle at a time.
Indeed.
So, I think at this point, it's just deal with shallow tracks and hold your ground. Make sure your city's in order, and we'll deal with everything outside of that.
Yep. Once we can... Yes, absolutely. Exactly.
We'll be back as soon as we can. Just let us know if you see anything or hear word of an early return or something.
She gestures to Glitch and Alric. I'll have them communicate if anything happens.
Perfect.
So, and I would have checked in with Alric to make sure he was okay with staying.
Yeah.
Same with me and Glitch.
They're okay with staying. They want to help out.
I just say to Glitch, when we get a chance alone.
Yeah.
Just keep an eye on her. I know that she said that she's been checked out for Gaius and such, but I don't know. She's probably fine, but if she isn't, or if she is not really, I don't know. We've been burned so much. I'm having a hard time taking anyone's word for anything anymore.
My read of her is her heart's in the right place, but I think the being Grand Duchess matters more to her than she's willing to admit.
That is what worries me, I think. Part of it.
As long as we support her in that, I think we have a good ally.
Yeah, and she's got a lot of unlearning to do of some bad, she's been brought up in a way where there's a lot of exploitative bullshit. And I think she's got some unlearning to do.
I think that if she hangs around Ulrich long enough, that's a good influence right there.
I think that will help, but that in and of itself is probably going to be pretty trying for her, knowing the weird dynamic. So, you sure you're okay?
I'm happy to help where I'm most needed, and it feels like I'm needed here in a really big way right now.
Okay.
We don't know who's going to be coming. She may be confident in her control of the city, but people are going to try something.
That's what I'm worried about.
And now we're here to protect her.
Do you really think it's safe for Berty to be kept here?
She has to rely on someone, and she's going to rely on those men, so it has to work. Otherwise, the people of Mercinia aren't going to let their duke be kept anywhere else. That will be seen as an act of transgression.
I suppose that's true.
This country is very nativist. It's very regional, shall we say.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Well. I almost got yeeted. Like, that was real bad.
That was really bad. But you had been going to the land of the cold unending. It's not so bad,
Right, it's not terrible, but I've left
depending on where you ended up.
vulnerable. And also depending on where I end up, yeah.
The undead crabs.
Stop it.
Really got to learn Dimension Door, Gilly.
Really only have so many spell slots.
You got a lot of spells. You got a lot of free spells.
Free spells?
Yeah, from your Archfanus.
Yeah, okay, but that's not what I mean. I only have so many spells to, like, have for that level. I don't know. I do feel myself woefully lacking in all teleport abilities.
Although you do have the at-will ability to teleport into a different dimension. Although, we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah.
Right now, it would just teleport you to a bathroom, so.
Nice. It's a nice bathroom.
It's very nice. 1,500 square feet.
If you ever find yourself out and about and you have the rumblies, you can just, teleport yourself to the bathroom.
Wow.
Oh no.
That's not the intended use of that spell, but here we are.
Here we are.
D&D.
Here we are.
Just take care of yourself, and I really meant what I said. I believe in what you can do. I've taught you everything you need to know when it comes to raising the dead.
Okay. Thanks. There's, a lot we should talk about if you're serious about facing the music, so to speak.
I'm very serious. I just don't know where to begin.
Well, we can talk about that after we put out this fire. But I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you too.
I think we're good together.
I think we're very good together. Think a lot about the day that we met at that party and everything that we've been through, separate and together. The death of a duke. The capture of a duke. The capture of a duke.
Yeah. There's a lot of...
There's a theme here.
I am a story. Anyway. Don't look at it.
Lot of regicide and such, right?
Yeah. Death of a imperial... what is she? The imperial duchess. The above a grand duchess is a...
Grand Duchess?
No, above a grand duchess is an archduchess.
Archduchess.
The death of two archduchesses, Fiona and Morgan, banishing her, redeeming her, everything.
Yeah.
It's still you and me. Side by side. I love you very much.
Oh, you too.
And knowing you and having you and being able to be part of your journey means everything to me. Lets me know that I can be redeemed if the world is willing to give me this one last shot.
Well, if I have anything to say about it, it does. Thank you, that was...
You're both eaten into the void, back to the bathroom.
Back into a bathroom.
Kraken tentacle just comes out of nowhere.
But he
Just pulls him into like a dark
boy.
tunnel.
Oh boy, howdy.
Yikes. Yikes.
Don't have any joyful music. Weird.
How about
feel a
that
theme
haunting?
here.
How about that haunting tune that you played the other morning?
This is the one that I kind of like. No, I don't like that one. I think this one's pretty good. I think it has a bit of a rain theme, but I like it. All right. Yeah, that's what he says. We'll end that scene. Alric?
Cassandra.
Okay. All right.
Well then.
I'll change the music.
Alaric and I have been considering adding a third.
Let's go someplace more quiet.
I know it's weird because
Oh yeah.
I know
Something
it's
gets
weird.
unsheathed already.
I know it's weird because you two used to kind of be sisters, but
Stepping
I
right
mean-
over that.
Alexis, yes.
well, see, I said the first thing and then I remembered the other thing. I
Yeah.
was like, well,
What is this campaign? Oh my god.
Prepare to feast.
Okay, we can do this Albert thing and then the Cassandra thing so they can stay mutually exclusive. So probably just after the battle when people were dispersing to do things and get ready to teleport us to
Yeah.
wherever we're going. Just more reckless than you generally see Selina with any emotions running up to give Alric a hug and just check in, make sure he's okay with staying.
Yeah. Definitely eagerly embraces you. A little sad we'll be apart, but yes, I am actually quite eager to. God, I'm eager to help, especially the Grand Duchess, because I think her heart's in the right place.
And that compassion, it's always served you well.
Actually made me realize I don't know. I mean, we have a war to fight. That war's going to be big. Can't follow you around the whole time, although I'd like to. Made me think about where my place is in this world during the war. Maybe it's here, I don't know.
This is the city of faith, and you always said more than I did.
And with the Examitor of Mercinia going to be getting out of here, since he is an enemy of the Grand Duchess, she is going to need spiritual guidance.
Sister Irene should be able to help with that as well.
Indeed. Yeah. Another war, another dragon.
And I'll give him another tight hug and stay safe. Come back to me.
Always.
And then I will go to wherever Cassandra is across the room, probably paying attention to what the rest of us are doing.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay? I'll put my arms out for a hug.
Yeah, of course. And she gives you like a very awkward hug. This is not a noble thing. She's like,
not a human noble thing.
yeah.
The dagger.
Yeah. She's like, gives you an awkward kind of hug. She's like, That's how she was raised. Can't help it.
No. And I expected that, her not having that understanding of human touch or just people touch.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of leave it with a see you in your dreams.
Yeah.
Oh.
You'll only be gone for a few days, so see you when you get back.
Call us if you need anything.
Dream a little dream of me.
Yeah. So, that was it.
She goes over to you. Cassandra Moira does.
Hello.
She looks down at the Void Saber's hilt. Do you know how to use that thing?
Oh no!
Is it dangerous for me to handle?
Choices.
What do you think?
Choices.
I mean, all weapons are dangerous.
It's a blade constructed of anti-energy. You can barely feel it, but it moves.
Okay, I'm gonna try to ignite it.
Catch. You're able to wield it.
Yep.
Because you're used to wielding the Shadow Dagger, which is also a weapon that's not even there.
I'll say, I'll just try to like do a little flourish with it. I think I could attune myself. Not attune myself. Acquaint myself. Unless it was your brother's, your uncle's. If you would want it.
She looks you up and down. It suits you.
I cannot tell if that was a compliment or not, so I'm going to take it as one.
You know where you got that thing?
Oh boy.
Is it of the void?
Yes. Got it from a merchant. From the Lane Consortium.
Indeed. We've had dealings with them.
Well then,
Was it a Midgar?
I never met them. But I think that was the merchant.
That is good information to have.
Midgar. She looks up. Oh, well, I hope it serves you better than it did its former owner.
Thank you.
Thank you. Alrighty.
And words pregnant with meaning. What do they mean?
What am I missing?
Okay, but does Berty have like a deal with Midgar?
You know
Or
that.
Elaine?
I mean, honestly, like, well, I mean, you don't know.
All the
Oh
so
no.
So basically, that thing is the Sunblade, but you replace the words radiant with darkness. And like necrotic. Like light becomes
No.
dark. So it does necrotic damage instead of
Radiant
damage, and it emits darkness instead of emitting light.
So, when we originally met Midgar Lane, and Sovelius had a contract with them, we learned that basically every major family with money had a contract with the Lane Consortium in case of whoopsies or void
Whoopsie.
dealings.
Okay.
And that was a thing that we learned.
They got their hands
what,
on a lot of pots.
50 episodes ago. That was basically like, if you have money, you know of the Lang and you've dealt with them, and they will pull your ass out of a fire.
That was pre-stream. Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a long time ago, but we learned that kind of by accident. Because, I mean, and then we put the pieces together with knowing that this plane used to be connected to all the others. Yeah.
They won't break him out of jail though, right?
No, they mess with void and time. They don't.
That's fine.
They don't
All
mess
right.
in mortal political.
Cool. That's all I was worried about.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
That's fine.
y'all gather your things, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else anyone wishes to do?
We're just teleporting to Cragmandu, right? After
Alright.
sending?
No.
Did I get word
Oh, that's okay.
word back?
She's basically is like, I understand. I'll try to get Tissadris there. And you'll find out if Tissadris is there. Alrighty. Okay, so you cast teleport
Teleportation circle.
to the teleportation circle of Cragmandu. You appear in the circles in the Temple of the Small Light. Executor Callie stands there waiting. Executor Callie. It's time to bring back hope. Let's get it done. She turns around, begins to walk as you all trail behind her. And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Wow.
Wow.
It's a good session.
We're gonna have to
We're
have
gonna
a
bring back
conversation. Yeah, we're gonna have to have
Yep.
a conversation in the group what we do with the rest of the diamonds. Because, like, what we need for Maeza is such a small fraction of what we have now.
But how many people are we going to need? Like, how many people might die throughout the entire war effort is a whole thing, too.
But, I mean,
It'll be a conversation.
What is it, Solo Mayor or
Mm-hmm.
whoever Beverly was?
Beverly, Solo Mayor, same difference.
By the way, remind me, how many of us know that now? Is it just you?
No, Justice and I were on the roof.
Justice and I were not there.
Yeah, but you were. You know it.
You were unconscious, I think.
And you know it. You've never told anyone. You
I
didn't
think
even
you
tell
were
the elves.
unconscious.
Yeah. Yep.
No, because Beverly
God, that's
died
gonna get real
before Vorgash got up.
Yes.
So I was not unconscious until Vorgash came back, and Beverly had to die for Vorgash to come back. So I was awake.
No.
Mrs. Kilgas killed herself and brought a Vorgesh in before Solomayor died.
This is what happened. Beverly handed the blade to Servilius after Servilius promised things would be different when the elves were restored, meaning it wouldn't be monarchy potentially.
Mm-hmm.
And then Beverly got disintegrated. You were still standing.
Okay.
The Countess.
It was before Vorgash ever came around.
I remember.
Countess of Avamir.
Yep.
Right.
Yep, Nito.
Great.
I don't think either of us has said anything about it.
Did he say out loud that he was Solo Mayor? Or did he just
He
turn into
dropped his illusion, and you understood who he was.
I understood, but does Selina, like...
Yeah,
With
you all had a
Selina.
conversation about it.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
So,
I'm so mad.
anyway, we'll figure that out next week
Anyway,
on Ghost in
that's
the
what I
Machine.
Yeah.
That was terrific.
That was a great
Wow.
episode.
Goodness.
It was good. Nice little fight.
It felt good to have a fight that we...
Where you had the upper hand.
Yeah.
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 Oh boy. Especially
Like
after
6
those 3.
6 on whatever. Appreciate it, Matthew.
I know what I'm doing.
In the anticipation of not knowing that
Cassandra.
if Cassandra was going to turn on
Yeah.
us or not.
Not if.
Well, she's
when.
just a more trained operative. I mean, listen, she's maneuvering y'all a little bit, but you know that you're being maneuvered. So,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
and you know,
Yeah.
the I win thing towards Berty is like, imagine being bullied and picked
Oh,
on by
yeah.
someone
I
for
totally-
decades,
I totally
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
and then just getting to ice him, murk
Right.
him. Pretty good moment for her, satisfying moment.
I think, yeah. I think Gilly just got worried in the last moment that she was trying to murder him.
Yeah, I like the cutting words. That was funny. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Looks over, not dead. Like, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good. I like how just before the fight, I was downstairs talking to Liz. I'm like, she's a mastermind rogue.
Correct.
Like fucking.
Correct you.
Fucking
Low level
win.
one, but a mastermind rogue. She leveled up when y'all did.
Awesome.
Oh, look at that.
Because Selina was like, there are, there are friends out there that can help you. And she went and got her help.
That's good. That's good.
And you all linked up the friends with the Heathens Collective, which meant now she wasn't going to learn how to be a healer. She going to learn how to be a rogue.
Nice.
Which is fine.
Oh, thanks
Oh,
for
Rose.
this.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
your bits.
Elros, for the 100 bits.
Thank you.
Thank you all for the bits and the subs. Meanwhile, it was so awesome for all those subs.
Mhm.
Awesome. Thank you all so much.
It's. I don't know. The energy was great tonight.
Yeah, so
it was
good.
really good.
We really needed it tonight.
Yeah.
Sure
Good.
did.
One quick announcement. It's my birthday Friday,
That's right.
Woo!
so there will be no Big Boy season.
You're having
But
your own big boys.
yes, and then the next Friday is Valentine's Day. We're waiting to hear back from someone to see if we'll be on the 14th. Friday night stream. Unfortunately, there will be some regular interruptions. It's just it's a Friday night stream. People go out on Fridays.
People have lives?
Honestly, my players are esports nerds. They don't have much lives, but yes, every once in a while, yes.
But they're such good beans.
They're very
Go
good.
watch them if they're on.
You can always use that time to catch up on YouTube
That's right.
or the VODs on Twitch.
Or podcast.
Or podcasts.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was a good session. The Void Saber, my god.
Me just for it.
Yep.
Living for it.
Matthew does not have a hard time figuring out how to tempt you.
No.
I mean, if you could just give me cybernetic components and all that, I mean, just. It's getting hot in here. Can we open the window? I'm buttoning my shirt.
Thank you, Nat. Yeah, I'll be 32 this Friday. I'm very happy. I'm very excited.
Yay.
Yeah. Let's see.
I always
You wanna-
forget that I'm not the you know, I'm always the youngest one in the room.
Crazy.
Do we want to do favorite moments and stuff?
Yeah. If no one else has any kind of just general thoughts or reflections.
I just had a great time.
And chat, use this time if you have any questions or anything. You can also ask them during this period.
Yeah.
We try to give ourselves enough time to breathe now these days.
I have a player question.
Yeah.
So before we were talking about how Glitch decided he didn't want to go back to the Golden Ending because he thought like the moment he was back there, like he'd revert.
Yeah.
Is that still a concern?
It is.
Okay.
But after that conversation, I think he's kind of... It keeps coming up, I think it feels like to him. And he's like, he's... Especially once he saw Morgan, like now that he knows that Morgan, he didn't get to see it, but now that he knows that Morgan is changing, that was another aspect to it too.
Okay.
Yep. He's starting to think maybe he should too. Especially, and it's safer for him to go back now because Morgan.
Because Morgan is not,
Yeah. Won't be mad. Well, she might be a little mad at him, but she won't be out for him.
Right.
So, the Golden Ending is changing. It's changing too. I don't know, Nat. I sure do try. Time to breathe. Like, not just being like, okay, we're done with the stream, bye, click. Just like time to like sit here, let it sit, talk to each other, be friends, let you all talk to us.
Yeah.
Just take a little breather.
That thing between the panic.
So,
Right, Chase.
Yeah.
Listen, I definitely had a panic attack during this game.
Yeah.
You sure
crack.
did.
Oh,
And you know what? That's okay as long as, we're all listening and expect it.
I sure tried, but I blacked out.
That's okay. As long as we're always listening to each other, sometimes people are still going to disassociate. They're still going to have panic attacks. Everyone deals with stress differently.
We should have a talk show about the games. So it has some units.
What? You want to produce it?
No.
About all the games? A talk show? We could try that occasionally. Our schedules are pretty full, but we could definitely have like a chat show.
General.
I think we're doing a pretty good job at after our games having 5-10 minutes. So if you
Yeah.
come in at the end, you can join us for that and kind of recap, and then
But I like that idea, Miwa.
when we have enough money for one of us to be, a full-time producer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
She's telling you never, Miwa.
Hey, Miwa's trying.
Miwa is trying.
Single-handedly
Appreciate
gonna keep
when
this
we
stream.
constantly have 100,000 people watching our show.
Take that. That'd be insane. But that
Insane,
doesn't take that
really
many. But
You
we love just doing this. But yeah, that would maybe one day.
I think for right now, I like doing this little like wrap up and kind of answering some questions here and there. If we end up with a situation where we have a lot of questions coming in really frequently, then maybe we visit that.
I mean, you know where else you
A
can
more
ask us
structured
questions?
Discord.
Sure.
On our
Discord.
Discord.
We love
And on Twitter. I mean, wherever.
Instagram me.
What?
Miwa. Miwa, please don't use the word sugar baby in chat. We're happy. Dice Priori, not any individual, but Dice Priori is happy to be your sugar baby.
That's right.
The company is.
The company, that's right.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Cut to like a year from now, and we're playing that that sugar. Pour some sugar.
That's pretty much
Every
it.
time.
Wow. There's nothing problematic with that song.
Not at all.
No, don't think
Still
about
fun to
it.
dance to it
Don't
later.
think about it.
Don't think too hard.
Yeah.
Yikes. But no, and then I think we have a few things coming down the pipe in the next few weeks that we'll hopefully be announcing and doing extra things and
Extra. So extra. We're so extra.
I'm
just
extra.
wait. It'll be lots of extra. And that you guys might be able to be involved in. So keep up with us in everything that we put out on our Discord and our socials, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So for now, just make sure you're following the stream and subscribe if you can.
Sure.
I guess we can go around to our favorite moment.
Sure.
Anyone can start.
I'll start. And then I'll do my outro too. My favorite moment was wrong 3 natural 20s.
God, that was like, okay, this is how this fight's going.
Yeah, it sure was.
It felt pretty good after some of the previous
Redemption.
ones. So that I'm petty and shallow.
I love the pettiness.
Yeah, and that was my favorite moment. I'm Chase. You can find me on Twitter, Chase314S. You can also find me over Instagram, where I post dank memes every day. And I would like to remind you that if you need new dice, Dice Envy is doing a thing for affiliates that it's kind of a competition between all the affiliates. So the ones who drive the most dice purchases get a little something extra. So look down below. Go check them out. They're pretty sweet. Follow that link, and you can help us out. And also, we have merch
Use
over
our
on
affiliate code for our affiliate link.
the affiliate
Use
link.
our affiliate link.
Yeah, the link. If you just go there, it doesn't help us.
That's right.
Helps
link in
you.
the chat is the affiliate link.
Yeah.
I've redirected it.
And also, if you go to our merch store, use Dice Priority at So Nerdware to get, I think it's 10% off any purchase over there, and that helps us out too.
And listen, Maddie might be looking into a sale on tanks. So
Yeah.
Nice.
He's had them before. It's like buy one get one half off.
I sure did ask Maddie if we can do a sale on tanks.
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
That link
the
is
link
giving
is-
me trouble.
It worked for me.
What happens when I click
It's
on it?
working for me.
Oh, it worked.
Who else wants to do favorite moment and outro? Go, go, go.
Didn't work for me on my phone, but
I got sleep to
I
get.
don't know.
Liz, do you want to
Oh,
go?
it might be Kat.
Yeah, so I think that maybe a future favorite moment, having some reconciliation between Alric and Cassandra is going to be nice to see going forward, because they'll be able to talk and bond and be influences on each other, and hopefully good influences. But
Yeah.
that potential is kind of a favorite for me, that the NPCs are going to do stuff in the background without any of the players knowing, and that's all part of the world that Matt creates and keeps track of, which is mind-blowing. So here we are.
Sure do try.
Outro, you can find me on socials. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram. I post pictures of stuff I bake and random thoughts throughout the day, like losing my coffee. Happens to the best of us. So go follow me. I'm in Discord. You can ask questions there too.
Do you want to go?
Do you have a favorite moment?
I do, but I don't want to steal yours because it's probably the same.
No, it's okay. I have a few, so.
Okay. The Kraken thing,
Yeah.
I think was amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I love that. Yeah, God. And just all the little, like, stressful moments where, like, we didn't know what was going to happen. Like, hiding in the bathroom. Like, Cassandra walking up to Berty, like...
Love it.
All the stressful moments. The game.
So we live
You're welcome.
for.
I know. That is the kind of game we all agreed to play, and when we check in on each
Yeah.
other, I think we all still maintain that
Oh, yeah.
atmosphere.
I think so.
Anyway, outro, Pyromancer804. You can find me on the Twitters. I don't post as much, but I'll retweet all these fine folks. Check out podcasts down below at Anchor. There will be new ones going up soon, and hopefully we'll get our other shows up there as well.
Nice.
Cool.
So, apart from the Kraken, it can't be my favorite moment because I don't remember it. I just associate it. It's fine. I really enjoyed just that, like, that little calm after the fight of, trying to sort of saying, like, not quite goodbyes to our loved ones, but recognizing that some of us are entering, like, next steps, I guess. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Nice good stuff.
It's good stuff. Like, I really enjoyed the getting a chance to connect with Glitch again, because it's been a while since we've actually had a scene like that.
Yeah.
We've had so much other stuff going on that I didn't want to take up too much space, but that felt good. Thought that was a good time to do that.
I've talked about it before, but one thing I try to do is pair the characters, including especially NPCs. Y'all's journeys, it's some of that's up to you, but there's NPCs, their emotional journey and the scope of like what they're undertaking. I pair that with the game tiers that y'all enter. So Glitch doesn't address his metaphysical nature at level 6,
Right.
does it at level 11, starts to.
Yep.
Maybe has it resolved by level 14 or 15.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. I also really loved the whole planar binding thing.
That was so good, Liz.
Yeah.
That was so good.
So good.
Now
I
that
love it mechanics. I love the
Yes,
player
the
mechanics.
mechanics are really good.
Now that we can modify spells to do pretty cool things.
Yeah, that
Druid
helps.
Grove making the Place of Winter's Joy,
Yeah.
and then Planar Binding not having that mental association with it, which is
Yeah.
kind of nice because like I don't want to control any of these other players. They got too much shit going on. So yeah, that's cool. And that you created a system that allows for that.
I tried.
Ah.
Did you ever cast a spell at the last fight? Did you run into your...
Oh, I think I forgot it. Or,
Yeah. So
Or-
no, so I did the heat metal,
Yeah.
which you said went off the same way,
Yeah.
and then it was a high enough roll for the melee attack for Vine or Thorn Whip that I tried to modify. That probably should have gone awry.
it's
but
alright.
Here we are.
We had that fight in the bag.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's probably honestly where my mind was.
So I'm sure it'll come back to bite me some other way.
Oh boy.
So, okay. That's me. That's that. And I, as always, folks, I am Matthew Foreman. I'm at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. Follow me there for all that good stuff. Be sure to check out
We're playing Masks.
Mask on Tuesday as we finish our little two-shot there. And watch out for the return of Dragon Heisters, everyone's favorite crime show set in Waterdeep. As we
D&D,
move-
where we have nothing to do with D&D.
Hey, we're getting into the action right now, chapter 4 and 5.
Sure. We left off with the whole party getting arrested, so that was fun.
Hot.
Yeah,
Yeah, we sure did get arrested.
sure did.
So we'll have to see what happens. But they have the stone, so.
I'm gonna go ahead and read Soul Bearer.
Can Deep Daddy be our war cry?
That is all up to you, man. So,
I'm gonna
we'll
prep
see you
it.
here next week in the wonderful world of Edda. Bye.
Bye.